Why, hello there. That was quick. Is that a cat brush, Tom?
It is a cat. It is a cat brush. In fact,
that's special. Aaron, hello.
Hello, friends.
Well, good evening, everyone. I feel like it's been months since we've seen each other. It's weird. It's very
weird. It felt
weird
taking a week off. I don't think we've done that in a long time.
No, I don't like it. I think even after, we haven't taken a week off in a while. But anyway, welcome to our Monday night rewatch of X-Men 97. We are on episodes 5 and 6 tonight.
I'm excited. Episode 5 is a big one. Episode 6 is also big, but episode 5 is really big for obvious reasons. It's rare in Marvel, let alone X-Men, but Marvel in general, that when a character dies, they stay dead for longer than a couple episodes. But and this is full spoilers for X-Men 97. We've done that the whole time. Fucking Gambit staying dead is crazy. Yay! What's up, Rapunzel?
I'm really excited about this one. So every year, my team at school, we go big or go home with our Halloween costumes.
Ooh.
And this year we are going to do the X-Men, and I'm very excited.
Oh, we need pictures.
For sure. Do you have any guesses on who I would choose to be?
Oh, who you're going to choose? Rogue, right?
No.
Really?
I wanted to. That she was my number one choice, but all of the outfits, I didn't know if they were school appropriate. I don't know.
That's fair. That's entirely fair.
Yeah, think on it. See if you have any other guesses.
Speaking of things that are not school appropriate, at least one of our guests backstage, but probably
I'd say probably a few.
Yeah, I would say probably all three of them. Let's see who we have lurking back there.
Look, here comes an awesome guest.
Yay.
Oh, what the heck is going on down there? Hi.
Yes.
Hello.
Dom,
Thank you for
you
having
look
us.
fantastic. Hold on. We need to.
Wow.
That's an epic beard you have there, sir.
Thank you. It's all natural. I can talk about my
or something.
But what's stuck in it? That's
I don't know.
That's
Rusty.
just,
Probably
don't
that's
worry
just
about
stuff
that.
for later. That's
Don't worry about
stuff
that.
for later. Don't worry.
Cobwebs.
Exactly.
Hello, thank you for having me. I'm Dom from Toy Domination.
Welcome, Dom. It's a dynamic duo from Toy Domination. Yes, you might notice one of them down there, the one with the floofy hair down there on the
floofy.
on the bottom.
That's what they call it.
Good word.
It's a floof. That's a floof right there. What do you call it? What do you call it?
It's a floof.
A floof.
Like
I like floof. Yeah, a swoosh. That's a good one too. From Twatcast, but this is your non Wheel of Time persona.
This
for
is
Toy
other
Domination.
than Twatcast.
Yeah.
podcast.
You do other things. You exist.
Is that,
I do.
Is that allowed? I don't know that. I have to
do
check
multiple
the contract.
things.
A
That's crazy.
multifaceted person.
Speaking of multifaceted people, Kristina, fantasy author, all around pretty cool human. Hi.
Hi.
I'm going to give everyone fair warning for tonight, by the way. I am running on 0 sleep from last night, and we'll see how that works out for everyone tonight, because my brain is a little mushy. More so than
You've
usual,
already been
which is
doing a
good.
great job, Tom.
I appreciate you.
Hey, Aaron.
Your beard can use some work, but that's okay.
I appreciate it. You know
more
what? From you,
cat
I would accept that. Look at that. Look at the freaking beard that you got going on.
Ooh.
Damn, it's super. No, sorry.
Steamy.
I got excited for a second.
I like to do it over the ear too. I don't.
Isn't that how all beards are?
Yeah,
If-
it's over the ears.
If my
Mine grows over the ear.
if my hair touches my ear, I have I can't. I have to. The hair has to be short enough to where it touches my ear. I have a.
Is that why you shaved your
mental
head?
breakdown. Exactly. It's exactly correct. And it's also because I like blinding people with how shiny my head is all the time. No matter how much powder I put on my head, it's always shiny. A little behind the scenes-ness for that.
You know, in my book, you're one of.
It's a very
only
revealing
two bald
answers from Tom
characters.
tonight.
What'd you say?
In my books, you're one of only 2 bald characters.
Ooh, yay. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Kristina lovingly tuckerized me, which, by the way, is a word that I learned from Jordan Con. I didn't know that it existed until about 5 years ago. When someone bases a character or names a character after you in a book, it's called a tuckerization.
Huh.
Good one.
Yeah. Brent Weeks.
I've never known that.
Well, Brent Weeks was like, "Oh, I'm going to donate at Jordan Con." Author Brent Weeks was like, "I want to donate a tuckerization to the charity auction," and I was like, "The fuck is that?" What should I think what I said was, "Oh, what should I write for the description?" And that was
He's like, that you're supposed to write that.
Exactly. But not only me, the late great Luna Cat is also memorialized in the book as well.
The thieving Luna Cat in the book.
Oh, he's mischievous in real life too, so that works out.
So I don't know if you can tell since the last time I've been here.
You have a whole new background, yeah.
I do. I am not in my bedroom, and it's like pretty awesome. So,
ooh, I see an Ariel Burgess picture
Yeah.
there. A couple of Ariel
there's
Burgess pictures.
actually 4 Ariel Burgess pictures. No, 5. So that one up top is one of hers that was commissioned, and then that one, and that is
the bottom right, the fairy one too, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. So the
'Cause
fairy,
I have that one too.
the 2 dragons, and then this one, that tan one, is actually Leia Powell.
Yay, we love Leo.
And then I have like 2 fairies and 4 dragons in here of hers as well.
Ah, that's wonderful. So Leia Powell is a master stained glass maker that goes to Jordan Con every year, and she
Cool
does
stuff.
yeah, awesome shit. But the really cool thing that she's really known for at Jordan Con is her stained glass 3-dimensional dragons that she sells that are
So that's
awesome.
a fairy. And I can reach a dragon too.
Oh wait, there's more.
Okay. But wait, there's okay. She's back. There's a dragon.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's so pretty.
They're very lovely. Turn it
Except
sideways so
for
you can
now
see the
my-
profile. There you
My
go.
camera. There we go.
There it goes.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's
Yeah.
fancy.
I've got 4 dragons in here.
Fancy dragon.
One of them's hanging over there. They're all over. So yeah, I
Awesome.
kicked my husband out of this room, and he is now in the back half of his gym upstairs, and I have his office.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's lovely.
Well, speaking of pretty awesome offices, I love your
Pretty cool.
those comics back
Hey,
there are
Dom.
pretty awesome. Yeah, you're looking really
these-
cool.
Tip of the hat to you.
Ah.
Yeah, so I made these because I sliced up
Oh,
the
look at that
actual comic, and
shininess.
inside are the
Oh.
runs. So it's all like this is
That's
actually
fucking
this
awesome.
is all. Yeah, these are like the era we're actually talking about right now, like Jim Lee era right here, and then
Nice.
yep. So and then it's just my favorite runs of. I've got like other long box and stuff over there too, but
Yeah.
I constantly
course.
like going up here and be like, oh, I love this run of Thor, and just being able to pull it out and be like, that's that run, you know. So yeah.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Fucking awesome.
The one of the comics that we're going to be talking about a bunch tonight is the what is it called? Life Death series, which is the episode 6 and episode 4 were based on Life Death Part 1 and Life Death Part 2, based on the comic of the same name. But and I think it's in that series, the artist that you mentioned, I forgot. I think it's in that same series too.
My
But,
oldest son has recently gotten into comics, and that's
ooh,
about half of his Christmas list are the
what
new. He's
what
doing the
comic?
Absolute
Perfect.
comics.
Groot?
The new ones, it's called Absolute.
Oh,
like
oh
Absolute.
God.
Oh, absolute.
Yeah.
They're fun. Those are really fun.
Yeah.
Are they really? I don't know.
Are they?
Some of the absolutes, like when I saw them, I was like a little like taken aback. Like, I'm like, why does
Batman is-
Batman?
specifically? I love the Absolute Flash is really fantastic. I haven't
That's what's on
read
his
Martian
list for this
Manhunter,
year.
but Absolute Martian Manhunter is supposed to be like one of the best comics out right now.
I
But everyone
did-
loves Absolute Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman.
And that's what he got last year for Christmas was those 3. And this year, he
they
got
like started the whole thing.
Flash. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
What have you guys? Speaking of comics, since we have the two of you here, have you guys read the Absolute stuff or?
Joe's more the DC guy, and I'm more the Marvel guy. But I have tiptoed into Absolute Wonder Woman, and I thought it was pretty nifty, if I can say that word on, censor me otherwise. But I'll let Joe really talk more about it. But yeah, nifty.
I was turned off from the. I'm gonna grab a couple of images. I was turned.
Oh, it's just me.
Am I muted? Who's muted?
I don't know. I think we're all fine.
Oh, okay. The oh yay! What's up, Arosa?
Hey, Rosa.
Oh, Rosa. The art style of the Absolute series kind of turned me off a little bit.
It depends on. I mean, they're all. Every title would be drawn by somebody else, so it really depends on who you're.
Well,
which one you're referencing?
It's not just the art; it's the fact that Batman is like
8 feet tall.
Yeah, and like 12,000 pounds.
Yeah, that's
so big.
That's a little weird, but honestly, it's the specific art style of that guy. Like, Bane is still bigger than Batman. It still like relatively makes sense.
But yes, Bane is bigger than Batman, but that's because Bane is like 27 feet tall.
He is gigantic.
Look at those thighs. Oh my lord.
I know.
Absolute Batman is so like I didn't think I was gonna like it. In fairness, Tom, like I started reading, I was like, this is gonna be insane, and then I was like, never mind, this is really good. And I literally like the story. Yeah, it's really good. He takes the symbol off. It's an axe blade.
Oh,
interesting.
It's insane.
Wait. The symbol itself is a weapon.
Is an axe, yeah.
Or
the blade of an axe.
Okay. Interesting. The we lost to Dominic. Welcome back, friend.
Thanks. Sorry to be a bother.
No, you're fine, man.
They're all kind of like darker versions of the characters. Like Wonder Woman was raised in hell instead of Themyscira.
Yeah, the shtick is Darkseid remade the universe, so it's like a weird, evil, twisted.
It's like
version.
a Darkseid version of.
So real quick, hold on. This is the Absolute Batman.
Mm-hmm.
And here's him being held by Bane.
Oh my God.
In fairness, that's after he does some roiding out.
It's really big, though. It's insane.
I mean, it's nothing more insane than the Arkham Asylum.
I guess. I don't know. That turned, like, when I saw those first images, those were the first like couple images that I saw, kind of turned me off, and then I never went back to it. So, if you're you're the big DC. Well, out of the two of you, you're more DC. He's more Marvel. Okay, so Dom.
I think we both read both, but I mean, he definitely leans way more Marvel than
well, then Dom, who's your favorite DC hero? And Joe, who's your favorite Marvel hero? And then I want to know Kristina as well, for both of them.
Batman.
Okay.
Interesting. I'm gonna go with
Batman.
the Batman.
Sure. Yeah.
For Marvel, but Daredevil would probably be my favorite Marvel.
Okay.
But specifically the X-Men, it's a very different answer.
Yeah, I mean all the X-Men are great. What about you, Kristina?
I would say Scarlet Witch for Marvel. Really love her.
Any version
I'm
in
not
particular?
a huge comic person. I went to all of the movies for Marvel. Loved them. But for DC, it's definitely Wonder Woman, and that's mostly because when my husband was deployed, there were 3 things that my 2 and 3-year-old daughter, she was 2 when he left and 3 when he came back, would watch, because I refused to let her to watch Disney in my bedroom. I would not do that. And she's had insomnia since birth, so she slept 3 hours a night. And there were 3 things that she would watch in my room, and that was Downton Abbey, the Martian movie, and what she called Wonder Woman. It was Woman.
Woman.
I would have no problem watching that lineup. I've seen The Martian like 20 times. I've seen the first Wonder Woman like 20 times.
Yeah. I've got you beat on The Martian for sure. I've seen Wonder Woman probably at least 15 times, if not more.
I don't know why I like The Martian so much. this what I usually fall back on is he's just completing so many tasks. An issue comes up, he uses science and logic, he solves the problem, and he moves on. And that just, for some reason, is a feel-good movie to me.
I called him my other husband while Mike was deployed because I spent so much. I mean, it's just whenever I was in a rough emotional spot, I would just throw on The Martian, and me and Mark Watney would go through it together.
It's really funny too. I enjoy it. Like it's not like, you know, winning Academy Awards or anything, but it's really entertaining. Like I said, when I don't know what it is. It's just the fact that he's just problem solving.
Extended version?
Yeah, I've seen.
Oh, that is the best version.
It is. It's
like
really
I
great.
can't watch the regular one anymore. I get mad at those missing 12 minutes.
Me too. But Wonder Woman, the first one was great. The second one was abysmal.
Yeah.
I'm really looking
Wait,
forward
did
to
you
what
mean
they're.
woman? You mean
Yeah,
Yeah,
sorry,
Woman
yes,
Woman.
Woman.
Yeah, Woman
okay.
Woman. That's what she called it.
Okay.
Yep.
She was.
That
She
is
was
the new
too.
name.
B-ball, you know.
I don't know what happened to Gal Gadot, like as an actor, like she stopped trying.
100%.
Yeah, like it seemed
She got
like,
paychecks from Wonder Woman and just gave it all up.
I was like, never mind. I guess I don't have to try anymore.
Aaron,
still
this is amazing.
I wanted
Yes.
to wear my princess dress and a Batman cape for Halloween, but my mom said I had to pick Batman or
Absolutely
princess.
not.
Bullshit.
Batman
Yeah,
won.
absolutely not.
I'm glad Batman won, and this is why we're friends.
That princess would have been great.
That princess is, you know what? Now that's going to be one of your future Halloween costumes. We are going to make a proper Bat princess costume.
So my my middle kid's name is Manuel. We call him Manny, and he was every version of Batman-y, Iron Man-y, Spider-Man-y, Superman-y. We had all of the onesies
That's
with
wonderful.
the capes that
Hey, Glenn.
attached to them.
What's up, Glenn?
Hi, Bucky.
That's freaking hilarious. But Erin, we are for sure doing that. Oh, by the way, Dom, Erin is my wife, obviously.
Hi.
Oh, no, wait, I don't have the last name on. But yeah, Erin is my wife.
was just
Erin,
saying,
we
not
are doing
obvious at
that
all.
for next year. No, my name isn't on there. I forgot. I was like, you
Dom,
don't know my
I
last name.
mentioned
said-
his last name in passing to you. over the weekend.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
should remember.
Yeah, this is Lando.
Hello.
Lando, over here.
Wake up, puppies. We had a brief, in passing appearance of Lanfear, but then she fucked off when I started talking again.
You were too loud.
Yeah, it's true. What time is it? Okay, so I wanna get everyone give everyone a chance to queue up the episode. So I'm gonna get our episode queued up, but that brings us into our Marvel stuff. But before we get too far into the weeds on that, I want to talk about one other thing. But let me queue up the Teleparty. So I'm gonna share the link for Teleparty. If you haven't watched Teleparty with us before, it's a legit web extension. Netflix made it during the pandemic. It's not like a
Cutie.
illegal thing. No one's going to steal anything from you. It's just a way that we could watch things together. So if you would like to join the Teleparty, I will be posting the link now in chat. It's a browser extension, works on Safari, works on Chrome. It works best on Chrome, but Chrome operating system and Safari it works, and Firefox it works well on too. So really any browser that you're using, it should be fine. So I'm going to let everyone get that queued up, and at the same time, nope, that's the wrong one. There it is. Okay. Have the little timer on. So if you don't want to follow along, if you don't want to join the watch party, or if you're watching the episode through other perfectly legal means, I'm sure, you can align your timer with the clock, which I'll align when we press play, and you can follow along that way. Okay. Before we watch the episode, we'll give everyone a couple minutes to get that queued up. I want to announce, so next week, or in 2 weeks, and I said this a couple of weeks ago, we're going to be doing a movie night before we watch the finale of X-Men. And as for all movie nights, we have to vote on what movie we're going to watch. So live right now on the Dragonmount social medias and all the social medias should be the poll to go and vote on the movie. But here are our options. Boop. So I was trying to come up with what we should watch. And I've been watching a ton of Peacemaker and I love it. I love the new Superman movie. And since we're watching X-Men, I thought it apropos to have the all comic book movies. And I figured what better movie to pick than really the movie that started the current life of comic book movies, no matter what they are, or superhero movies. Blade is the first one. So that's there were other comic book movies prior to Blade, but Blade is really the one that got this, like, what we have right now as comic book movies going. And then of course the first X-Men movie, you got to have that on there since we're watching X-Men 97. What do you guys vote for?
Blade.
Joe? Blade? Yeah, okay. I mean, that's me
I like
too,
that
but
movie.
Joe, Dom, what do you guys think?
Definitely not Blade.
I'm also
Really?
I've been very
Fucking love
curious
it.
to revisit that. Yeah.
I love Blade.
Me too.
I would say, I mean, stick with the theme. Just do X-Men.
Okay, we'll see what.
If you want to see the antithesis of the Cyclops that's in X-Men 97, watch that.
That's fair.
Yeah.
And joining us, in addition to probably a couple other guests, but Kay Sedai from Wave the Leaf podcast is going to be hanging out with us for the entire episode. So make sure to come and hang out with us in 2 weeks when we do that. But we will be announcing what movie we'll be watching next week when we do next week's episode. So go and check out the Dragonmount social medias and go vote on what movie to watch. For Superman and Blade, I put a little asterisk there. If you don't own the movie, don't worry about it. I'm sure there'll be ways to follow along if you join the Dragonmount Discord on the day if we end up watching those movies. But we'll talk about that in the future. So
Completely legal and no.
100%. I don't even know what you're talking about, Joe. There's only legal things that ever happen here. What's up?
Nothing.
Oh, okay. Sorry. But yeah,
She's gonna dine you
anyway,
out. That's what that was.
it's true. She's gonna call Universal and get me in trouble.
No way.
She might though.
3 of these movies. What movie didn't you like? So okay, why not Blade for you guys?
You fell right into Glenn's trap, Tom.
I know.
That's what he wants you to ask.
Why don't you guys like Blade? What did
I'd have to rewatch that movie to remember why I don't like it.
Oh my god, I know every line of that movie by heart. I've seen it 10,000 times.
I don't remember the first one being all that bad. It was maybe I just like by the third one I'm like, again?
Oh no, yeah, the second two were
something.
terrible.
I don't know.
Yeah, no. 2 and 3 were bad. The only redeeming things about them were like every now and then a line that Wesley Snipes would say, or like, you know, a fighting move or something. But the first one, pretty good.
Maybe I should rewatch it.
Yeah. And in the third one, we do have Ryan Reynolds shouting. And by the way, just in case anyone was wondering, this is 18 plus, so I can say this, but I'm sure it'll fuck up our algorithm anyway. He does call somebody a cock juggling thunder cunt, and it's the best diss on somebody that's ever existed.
Take that, censors.
I like it.
Yeah.
It's good.
But the bar scene with the rave from the beginning of the first Blade is iconic, and it's right next to like if you want to summon an entire generation of people, just play the fucking rave music from the first Blade movie.
Pretty sure that my husband has that song on his very.
Is it Sandstorm?
I don't remember what it is. It's whatever fucking
Close to Sandstorm. It's almost like Sandstorm.
It was like 1990, so who knows?
Yeah.
Blade, yeah, Blade. When they had when Wesley Snipes came on screen, I screamed in the theater. Like I legit screamed in the theater when he came out on Deadpool and Wolverine. Sometimes I wonder, and sometimes I wonder. I saw something funny about that too. Wesley Snipes was like sure that it was never going to happen. Like there was no way it would ever get like greenlit. Like Fox would never work with Marvel. He never thought it was going to happen when he agreed to it, and was very surprised that it did. He had a really interesting and not on top of like Fox letting them do it, but then Marvel being okay with there being him going back to Blade when they're making the Mahershala Ali one still. So yeah, just all came together.
Are they still making that?
Yep, that's as of
they've been making that movie with Mahershala Ali for 10 years.
And for anyone who I loved, if you guys haven't seen Sinners, see it immediately. When the news came out that pretty much all of the costumes in that movie were sold at a discount to them because they were originally made for the Blade movie, and then they sold them all. So, but then it came out that they did rewrites. Apparently Blade was supposed to be set in the 1700s or the 1800s or something like that. So they did rewrites, and now it's going to be modern. So they got rid of all the costumes, or at least that's what Disney said. So we'll see. I do love Mahershala. Mahershala is, it's not Mahershala, by the way. It's just Mahershala. He's fantastic. I loved him as Cottonmouth. Luke Cage was fantastic.
Yeah, that was good.
What did you guys? So as a Daredevil fan, what did you think of the Netflix? Marvel
the new
stuff?
Or the Born Again or the Netflix stuff?
But all of them, yes.
I like where Born Again was going. It felt like half a season, but I think that's on purpose because they split it in half, sort of. I mean, I don't know if they're calling it season 2 or season 1.5 or whatever, but
yeah. And now that
we'll see where that goes, I guess.
Well, now that they're for sure doing Jessica Jones too, or Jessica Jones as well, and Punisher, I'm interested to see what they end up doing with that. There was some stuff I liked about it. Though. Yeah, me too. There was some stuff I liked about Born Again. I'm interested to see what they do.
I didn't dislike Born Again. I just think it needs to get momentum again.
Yeah, it needs to cook a little bit more for sure. Oh, I forgot about the 4400 and that Mahershala was in it. I loved him in True Detective. But anyway, have you guys been keeping up with Peacemaker?
I have yet to start the new season.
Have you seen Superman?
Well, yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Joe and I were just talking about this. That is one of my favorite superhero movies. Like it just leapt up the line way ahead of all the other things. And granted, it has the advantage of looking, hindsight and be like, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. Oh, that was well done, right? So but yeah, that movie just hit all the marks, all the box. And I was like, yep, this is great. It's fantastic. Took to my sons. They thought it was great. We saw Fantastic Four 2 weekends ago. They're like, we liked it. Superman was better. I was like, thought the same thing. So yeah, love that movie.
I agree wholeheartedly on both of those points. Hold on, I have a picture.
Then I'll continue to stay on the ship.
There's your sons, because I had a picture queued up for from one of your episodes.
It's the boys.
Yeah, it's the boys. The picture I have queued up is from an episode where you were showing some of these cards about
oh my God. The
comic books and the power levels of the
did that.
Yeah, it was from a while ago actually, because I was like, when was the last time you did some X-Men content? And I looked back, and this is one of the videos that I saw. So, but the reason I pulled it out was because it popped up on the screen, and the art specifically in this picture reminded me of the end of the X-Men 97 thing.
Yeah.
Kind of reminds me of this just a little bit.
Very card artish at the end of that.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that.
It looks like a fighting game thing where
well, Joe, I'm glad he brought us on, because now we can talk about
yeah, we can. We absolutely
talk about Marvel trading cards. We don't have time. I'm so excited.
Let's see.
Oh, there's no time.
No time.
I mean, we can't go into all of them tonight, but they're...
No, and then hold on, we don't have time for that.
There's a shelf that all those binders up there are also all Marvel trading cards. So we have time, Joe, but no time. There's never time.
No, there's no time. Sorry.
Maybe that'll be the after show. We'll go over the
oh my God, that would be a 2-day after show. Like seriously.
But you and the kids were pretty funny together. I love how you have you're basically, you have them play, you and them are both playing with toys the entire time. So it's like they're, slightly distracted. So are you with the toys, but you stay on topic pretty good. And it was fun to watch. You guys were... There's the playing with toys.
It's hilarious to bring this up. I completely forgot we did that. Yeah, I completely forgot we did that. And at that age, they were both just kind of like wild electrons going off in their own directions, right? And I'm dealing alive in this. I was like, never again. But they've gotten better and better. And now, honestly, like sometimes I just put the camera down and let them talk. So I'm like, why am I getting in the way? Like they're great. So
How old are they?
they're now 10.
They're 37 now, but
37. I was about to say they can't be that. I hope they're not that much older. If so, then like what serum have you taken? Because you haven't aged like a day from that video to now. If they're 37.
You're draining their youth. Yeah.
Speaking of draining youth, what did I watch this weekend that was crazy? It was a witch movie.
That's quite a segue, Tom.
You didn't have a segue
crazy.
set up before. You have to think about it.
Mhm.
Speaking of draining youth, what? I'm sorry.
I can't remember what it was. Erin will remember. I watched it with her. It was a horror. No,
It was Blade 3.
no, I didn't watch it with her. Weapons. I went and saw Weapons in the theater.
Oh, I want to see that.
It was kind of. Don't look up anything about the story, but it was witchy. Let's just say that. I mean, you know that from the things because they call her a witch a bunch of times in the trailer. But anyway, yeah. Welcome to my brain. I go off on tangents all night. Crystal usually keeps me in line, but she's tired too. So, all right. I think that's long enough bullshitting to have everyone ready to watch the show. So I'll give everyone a countdown, and then I'm going to press play on the watch party. If you're in the watch party, again, you don't have to do anything. Just hang out and watch. I'm going to share the link to the watch party again.
Thanks for calling him out, Aaron. I like it.
It has something to do with it, but I don't want to give it away.
In
It has
Tom's
something to
brain,
do.
there's a connection.
There's a connection. If anyone has seen Weapons, you know there's a connection. If not, go see it and you'll find the connection. It's a good movie. I saw it because the director that did that also did Barbarians, but they announced like a couple of days ago that he's going to be doing Resident Evil. And I was like, all right, I got to go check this guy out. So I wanted to check it out. Anyway, all right. So I reshared the link. I'm going to press play on the show and on the clock at the same time so that you guys can follow along in that way if you want to. Okay, here we go. I'm going to give you a countdown. 3.
Let's go.
2, 1, and play. And the time is good. I'm not skipping anything. We're watching the previously on X-Men and all that. So if you're in the watch party, just hang out for the ride, and we're going to watch all of the stuff. Timer is lined up. Yay. I love when a plan comes together. All right. So I made fun of Magneto's costume a lot in this thing because, like, all I keep picturing...
It's very niche 80s costume.
Very, very. But also, like, I just keep picturing, like, he had to have that made. So, like, he had to go, I think I want the M. I want the tops of the M's to touch, like, my nipples, just above the nipples. And I want the middle of the M to be right above my crotch. I want it to be my whole torso, the M.
I like that he was, like, sleeveless, but I want gloves all the way up to the shoulders.
The whole time. I'm never going to take them off.
I just want my shoulders bare.
Yeah. Fucking what the fuck?
I want a reverse t-shirt.
Yeah.
I mean, he does have really nice shoulders, though.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, you gotta
I
show
like
those
a
off.
good shoulder.
He has, wait, what do they say in Wheel of Time all the time? He has
Well-turned shoulders.
no, it's a well-turned calf.
I know.
Yeah.
Broad.
Broad shoulders, yeah.
What ranking is this the best TV intros of all time for you guys?
97, X-Men 97?
Just specifically the X-Men cartoon, but they haven't really redone it. They kept it
I
pretty
mean,
much the same.
It's in the top 10, I would say. It's hard for me to judge these things because it's always like, it depends on how I, like, my mood at the time of what I want to watch. And I watch so many different things just like over and over again. But I would say X-Men, like the original X-Men, the animated series is probably in the top 10 for me.
Are you just
it's
talking
up there.
animation? Are you talking?
Yeah, the animated series.
No.
Sure.
Sure. Yeah. No, it makes.
I mean, it's in my all-time, but yeah, I would say. Yeah, sure, just animation.
I don't love a lot of animation, so this probably makes like top 3 for me in terms of animation. Like Avatar and Korra are up there, and those are recent obsessions.
Yeah. I love that they stuck with the original. That's not a good one. But I like the art from this is from the 90s. But like they kept the theme from the 90s like animation style and art, and I like that a lot. But still made it like updated. I don't know. Like I really feel like if you ever want to relaunch a television show like this, like from the 90s, especially an animated, you should take notes from this show. Like
100%.
The retexturing of the animation, but keeping the nostalgia with like the way they did the shadows and the lining and stuff. Gorgeous. Like, and being able to keep some of the same voice actors, giving some of the old voice actors new and different roles. And I just think they did a great job. What about you, Dom? Did you watch the original? Are you
I think Batman did that, right? With the animated series on Amazon. They kept basically the same aesthetics.
Oh yeah, that's a good one too. I completely forgot about that. I never finished it. I enjoyed the new animated Batman series. It did feel a lot like the original, but without what's his name? Oh, we lost him again.
He's gone. He does that a lot. He likes to just ask questions and then leave.
And then bounce.
He doesn't want to hear your response.
I can't.
He just wants to put the thoughts out there.
My brain
There's
doesn't
a lot
want
of newer X-Men cameos.
Thank you, Aaron.
In these little scenes here.
See, Aaron knew what I was trying to remember. Kevin Conroy. The only thing,
he's great.
That's the only reason I didn't enjoy the new Batman cartoon is because it wasn't Kevin Conroy. Like, and he's my Batman.
Yeah, I mean, he even went on to do a lot of other animated stuff, and he did the Batman Arkham games.
Yep, he did Batman for 30 years. Like,
yeah,
he did so many different things.
Continued to do awesome stuff.
The did you guys see the What If series of Marvel stuff too?
Yeah.
Okay, that'll come up later. I just wanted to check. There's a little cameo later on. I want to see if anyone picks it out when we get to it, but we'll
I haven't, but now you're making me want to go watch it.
It's cool. I like the One If series. I like it
too. A lot of people are just like, I don't know, and I'm like, it's pretty fun.
I enjoyed it.
My thing is
Wild Dom has appeared again. Welcome back, friend.
Hey, Dom.
This isn't a gag. This isn't a gag. This is on purpose.
I had hoped you'd have a different beard when you came back this time.
Well,
long and white, maybe, or
that interruptive, right? To like keep coming in and be like, look at me again. Like now, I'm just want to like leave and disappear. I'm just gonna show myself out.
Listen, I'm okay with it. If you come in with the beard, not if you show yourself out. I want you to stick around.
Yeah, I second the coming in with the different beard.
So. The Batman the Animated Series that you that's a good one. It's a new one. I like it's the color choice that does it for me. It's the color choice was the one that I enjoyed. Yeah, that's it. Look at that. That's great. I like it.
Looks great.
So one of the things that we learned recently too about the new X-Men stuff that's coming out is what is it? The one that they're filming right now. Oh no, I didn't see. That's what it is. I didn't watch the new Fantastic Four yet. What's his name that played Nightcrawler in the original X-Men? Made an appearance as Nightcrawler in the new Fantastic Four movie.
He's not in Fantastic Four. He's going to be in.
Is it Doomsday?
The new Doomsday. Yeah, he's going to be in the movie that has everybody in it. Whatever that. Doomsday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought when I saw he leaked it. The actor whose name is I'll shout it out in 10 minutes.
Yeah, my brain doesn't work right now.
He leaked. That's why I thought it was. He leaked during the marketing for Fantastic Four that they were filming Doomsday, and he fought with Pedro Pascal. Like they had a fight. Mm-hmm. And then he got in trouble for leaking that.
They're like, rewrite that part of the script.
Yeah.
So it's not true.
You know what? You're not in the movie anymore. In this universe, you get killed in the White House.
So Nightcrawler and Cyclops are always neck and neck for me for my favorite X-Men. It goes back and forth constantly. So
Really?
And Nightcrawler is spectacular. I love Nightcrawler. Yeah, but
Well, not
Nightcrawler's
Nightcrawler. It's the
spectacular.
Cyclops that surprises
Oh,
me.
I love Cyclops. Are you out of your mind?
Okay. So so then I have to say what I've been saying the entire time, where if I've said a bunch of times since we've started watching X-Men that if Cyclops is your favorite X-Men, one of two things are true. Probably.
Here it comes.
Oh man.
Either you're a cop or you
Dark.
like dudes.
I prefer. Well, both.
Yeah. I mean, listen, there's not a problem with that. It doesn't matter either way, but I feel like those are the two options.
It sounds like what? I don't know.
So I'm gonna leap to defense here because I don't like I like Cyclops, but I don't like all Cyclopses. But Uncanny Cyclops, where he has the X across his face.
Oh yeah, I love
and
that.
he owns everything, and he breaks away and creates his own faction and just gives the middle finger to everybody. Hard as anything. Anytime people are like, "Oh, Cyclops," I'm like, "Yeah, okay, Cyclops is right. Go look at that guy." That whole lineup to him breaking away and afterwards, and then when they killed him, fantastic. Like one of the best Cyclops characters ever. And then I actually like Krakoa Cyclops too. Yeah, so
I love Krakoa Cyclops too. Yeah.
Yeah, I see the wine.
We're getting really in the nerdy weeds here, Dom.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Krakoa Cyclops.
I remember this version. I don't remember the Krakoa version of Cyclops though. What was the Krakoa version of Cyclops?
It's like two costumes. It is.
It's the Age of X or whatever they called that. House of X.
He's like, hold on, I have the comic sitting right over here.
I mean, costume wise, it just it's the classic like domed Cyclops blue.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I found.
Kind of looks like the, but he's got more of a classic visor, I guess. But he's got the instead of the X visor, like
I like
Krakoa does.
I like the X visor. Not gonna lie.
That's him right there.
Long journey, and I'm late.
Did you find your comic?
I went to go get him.
Oh, it's a figure.
Okay.
No, I found him.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I have.
That's pretty cool.
I have three different X-Men shells. Like, it's not on this one. It's on this one. Where? It's on this one. Yeah.
He looks pretty. He looks pretty articulable too. I love
if I can say that word.
Nah, you're fine.
Articulable. That's a new. I've learned two things today. Yeah. Articulable, and then.
What was my other word that I made up before?
Tuckerizations. Good.
Tucker. Oh yeah. Well, no, that was a real word. Articulable is probably real. Tuckerization is definitely real.
Okay, I was gonna say, is everything but a lie? Okay.
Listen, if I'm not purposely lying, I could just be accidentally lying because my brain doesn't work.
Accidentally lying. That's
who's your favorite X-Men? I don't think I know this. Who?
See, it's hard to pick my favorite anything, to tell you the truth. I've always been partial to Wolverine, mainly because I just love the idea of him living through like the ages and like having to assume different identities and things like that.
At least you picked a fun reason to like the most unlikable X-Men.
Those types of things are what attract me to a lot of characters. Like it's why I enjoyed Highlander. Like I loved the Highlanders TV series with Adrian Paul, but I only liked. I liked all of it, but the scenes where they would do flashbacks and you would see his life from when he was.
Oh yeah.
I loved those scenes, and it was the same thing with like anytime we got to see Wolverine, like a flashback, or even in some of the movies.
Real question.
Yes, Dom.
What's the real question?
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to catch up. I was going to say the real question is, which one of the X-Men would you bang, aka have a crush on, depending on where you're at? Right? So, which ones? Who's your hottie? Who's your hottie at X-Men lineup? Come on.
I mean, like, I feel like the best answer here is just Mystique for so many obvious reasons. I've always
really covers all the bases right there.
It's true. It's true. I mean, though, Morph is also like, I think if I had to choose between if I had to choose between the two shapeshifters, Morph has a better personality for me.
Fair,
personally. But Rogue, I've always, like, ever since I was a little kid, like if you just go off to X-Men 97 without getting too deep in the woods of things, Rogue and Storm are my two favorites.
What about you, Crystal?
Oh, it's
Yeah.
100.
No, I'd
if
say
we're
that
talking
you're-
about banging,
Oh,
it's
go ahead.
Storm. My favorite is
Yeah.
my favorite was Rogue, and then became Jubilee as I got. I don't know.
Oh, you like the young ones.
You know.
Oh God.
You like them young, Crystal.
I can
It's rough.
see Tom's point with Mystique, but it'd be between Storm and Mystique for me.
I mean, I've always liked Storm, and the thing that drove me crazy about like Wolverine specifically was I was like, stop going after Jean Grey. She's with Cyclops. Storm is right there. She's single. She's gorgeous. She's stronger. Go with her. Here we go. And the
I think
fact that no
Shadowcat
one.
was the one that everyone was like,
Oh, Shadowcat is great.
sorry.
No, you're
No,
good.
no,
It
Everyone
was
was like, you're supposed to
a
have a
couple
crush on her,
seconds
right?
behind.
Because she's like the younger one for all the teenage
She's the one
boys,
to get
so
the
like,
younger
look, it's more age appropriate.
Kids reading the book. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But Rogue definitely was my crush. But gun to my head, I probably wouldn't be saying no if Gambit came up and started looking at those eyes like, well, shit. I guess this is my one. So I would
With
not be able to.
with that
I wouldn't be able to
accent
walk away.
too.
Those glittering red eyeballs.
Eyes, accent, abs. Yeah, come on, man. Yeah, no.
Tell us how you really
Yeah.
feel. Go ahead.
Jeez.
I don't know about a douchebag. Like he has a bad attitude sometimes, but I think he's a tryhard. He's trying to be the position that Xavier wants him to be. He's got like a little bit of a daddy issue with Xavier, is pretty much
Yeah, he's always 1,000 times better when Xavier's not around.
Yeah, when he's not trying to like prove himself to Charles, he's always doing better. That's fair. Though in this, like, if we just on looks in this one, like, for some reason, 75-year-old fucking Eric Lencher with his
Magneto, he's crushing it.
I know it's the gloves.
Is it the
though.
hair
It's
for you, Tom? Oh no, it's the
No,
shoulders.
it's the gloves.
The
It's the
gloves.
gloves. It's the fact that he's just wearing gloves 24/7 like that, and the purple hue of the costume, it really does it for me. And the fact that it looks like
He's
like
going to make a statement. Mission accomplished.
absolutely.
People will remember him.
1000%.
Maybe he's just going for like no human would ever wear this.
Okay, here we go.
Gotta be the weirdest thing ever.
We have two superhero nerds here that I can. I want to hear your guys' explanation for this, because I really feel like this is one of those things from like a 90s cartoon where like we just kind of let it like weak storytelling go because like why not? It's a cartoon from the 90s on Fox. But Magneto somehow surrounding his body in a shield of magnetism blocking Rogue's mutation.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What? Why? How? Why?
I mean-
why do they make magnetism do things that magnetism can't do?
To make a convenient plot contrivance.
Sure. I mean the fake comic book answer, so am I defending that or
I know. It's like it's funny because it really reminds me of like 90s writing, like where they were just like, they won't care, they won't ask questions, them kids there, they'll just say he surrounds himself
I
with a
don't
shield
think it
of
was
magnetism.
it wasn't the cartoon per se that came up with that, but
I guess, yeah, but you know what I mean. Like
yeah. Maybe it can do that, Tom. Maybe it can.
fair enough. I guess I have not studied magnetism to find out if it could block mutations. That doesn't make any
Well,
sense.
he very frequently puts a force field around his body to like stop things from hitting him
But that would be meta.
in an orb.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like it repels whatever. I mean, it's not.
I know.
not-
That was my. All right, so I used to have this argument all the time with people, and I guess it's a hot take. I know
You're right, it makes
Magneto
no sense.
is an Omega level mutant and he's very strong, but it's always been my opinion that he shouldn't be that powerful if all he could do is magnetism.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it's like what he can do with his powers that make him so. It's not like he's just like, watch, I can move this coin back and forth. You know, like there's somebody with magnet powers that can't do a whole lot, but I mean, he can do basically anything. So
Yeah, that's fair.
It's like Androl in the Wheel of Time. I mean, the things that you can do with that little gateway.
Very specific, yeah.
Yes.
Okay. That was only because that movie.
That was exactly what they had. The iron in your blood. Yeah.
I was like, oh, that was another one of those things that it was just like, yeah, this will be really cool. They'll love it. The kids will love it. Just like that weak writing from like the 90s
it comes down to them not actually physically touching each other still. Like she's being repelled by his, there's electrons
like
in there, right? There's some
do.
sort of reason that could make sense.
Yeah,
on
human
some sort of molecular level.
Yeah, because molecularly.
Yeah, he's charging the atoms of his body.
Human tissue is magnetic and can be repelled.
Yeah, of course.
With
Yeah,
magnetism.
that makes complete sense.
It's just, yeah, I guess. I don't know. It starts like the line between Magneto using magnetism and it becoming like a gravity. Go ahead.
Dom, yeah.
Yeah. We're just going to reverse the polarity of the Earth, right? I was just like, get out of here, man.
Yeah.
Some of it just... Yeah, I've seen... My doctor offered the
Glenn coming in with the actually.
Yeah. Oh, well, actually.
Good job, Glenn.
Anyone who's explored medication for depression has had the magnetism treatment probably offered to them. Okay, so there's one reference in the next episode that I want to see if anyone gets. It's an Easter egg that the writer of the next episode said that they put out and no one has gotten. So she announced it in a clip on a podcast that she did, but it's in the next episode. I want to see if anyone picks it out. And then in this episode, there's another Easter egg that I want to see if anyone noticed toward the end of the episode. And if anyone notices either of the two Easter eggs before the end of the episode, Kristina is doing a wonderful thing where she's giving away 3 books. The catch is you have to buy 3 books first. So it's buy 3 and get 3 free, right, Kristina?
Yes.
And what books are they?
It's the entire In Blood and Fire series. And so it's books 1 through 5 plus the companion that has 3 novellas, 3 short stories, and the code is Lieutenant Tom. Capital L, lowercase t, capital T, HOM.
Yay!
Yeah.
And
that code is good for 1 week.
Okay. Awesome. And Adam is back again. Hello, friend.
And I actually
Let's see.
launched the book bundle
That's
today
all good,
for the podcast.
Internet is fun and computers break all the time. It's all good. Yes, go and check out. I shared the link in chat. So for the books, and if anyone can pick out either of the 2 Easter eggs that are in either this episode that I'm thinking of or the big one that no one got in the next episode, I will give you will get the books for free because I ordered 2 sets of them and one of them I will be giving away. So if anyone can pick out the Easter egg in either this episode or next episode, and post it in chat, I will send you the books.
Thanks, Aaron.
This is kind of Krakoa-esque, Dom, with the White Queen and the Black King here, right?
Yeah. Yes. So
I like how this show kind of
I know
combined a
everyone's
lot.
Big fan of 97. Yeah. That's what I was gonna say. I know everyone's a big fan of 97 nostalgia, but like the Krakoa age is one of my absolute favorites. And I was just gonna say the same thing Joe said. They kind of pulled a little bit of that modern and put a splash in here. I love it. Yeah,
and then, and specifically the end fight in this episode is from Grant Morrison's run. I think.
I love this music too. I don't know why. It's just it felt very throwback to the 90s. Everything, like one of the things that like I feel like they got really well is the 90s itself, like embodying the 90s as like almost like a character in this series.
They really continue it from the old show. It's pretty flawless. I mean,
yeah,
the animation's way better, and yet looks, as you were saying earlier, it looks so much like it used to.
Oh yeah. It picks up 1 year after the end of the last series, and they did a great recap in that first episode. This is my only critique about 97 is I do not like this whole Rogue Magneto storyline. I don't like it at all. The other, I've never been a huge Jean Grey fan either, to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
In my limited
I don't
X-Men,
love
I'm not either.
I never liked her costume. I never liked, and I think by association, because I wasn't a big fan of Cyclops or Scott, like, you didn't usually get one without the other. So like, I just kind of turned me off.
Yeah, they're pretty much beside each other the whole time.
Yeah. The idea of Jean not having been Jean for who knows how long in this universe, I guess.
Oh, because of Madame Pryor thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we don't know how long she's been gone yet, right? Neither of them really know.
I don't think it's supposed to be all that long. I think it's supposed to be like the year that we were
just the year that we were missing.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
It seemed like it might have been just the way.
So Tom, are you a big X-Men reader? Are you a big X-Men fan?
I haven't read an X-Men comic in 20 years. I want to say I read. I've mentioned this before. My comic knowledge was like hit or miss because I didn't have a comic store growing up. It was just like a diner that had like a magazine rack, and occasionally it would have comic books.
Yeah.
So as I was watching this,
a diner,
I was getting the background from Mike with the comic book stuff. Because he actually worked at a comic book store in his teens. He's a huge comic book lover.
I read mostly like I guess the guy that owns the diner, the East Bay Diner, by the way, it was called.
This bit is awesome right here.
Oh yeah. The fight. Yeah.
Well, Nightcrawler specifically like teleporting them out, and it's happening so fast that he still gets nailed by it, even though they're gone. They get out of it.
And anyone who if you read the comics too, because I went and like checked like what the comic is based on, you might be thinking that Nightcrawler is going to die here because in the comics,
very high probability. I was like, Nightcrawler better not be dead.
Yeah. It was I don't remember the comic series. Maybe one of you two guys can remember it. But like in this series, lots of people die, and one of them is
they murder like the entire Genosha Island, essentially.
Yeah,
I think millions and millions of mutants die. It's it's just like that. I mean, it looks just like that.
I like that they referred to the Sentinel as Godzilla Sentinel. The Gambit dying though was a surprise for me. It was a surprise when Gambit did his whole "I love you and we'll be friends" thing. Like I was like, oh, he's gonna die. Like they just endeared him to us in a really strong way. I'm like, oh, they gotta kill him now. But then I was sure it was the Nightcrawler was gonna die. It was a surprise. They got me. I was surprised. What about you guys?
Yeah, I was pretty surprised.
Yeah, definitely.
Especially because it is a change from that comic. Like Gambit wasn't even in that, this area when this all happening. So
in the comics, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So, but the reason why it's so surprising is that anything can happen with the show, so you don't really know what to expect in general, and they're
That's how the
blending
old
a lot
one
of
was fun
stuff
too.
together, right? So like they're pulling from here, pulling from there. Yeah, exactly, right. So like, and they're rushing certain things to like cover decades of storytelling, kind of boil it down. So yeah, like it's fun to have that new telling, which I think there's the problem with fans too, being like, oh, this isn't exactly page for page, panel for panel. It's like, bro, this is super fun. Just lean in.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, no, it's great. I don't think a lot of people. I mean, I don't remember anybody having negative feelings about it, but
I'm sure people do.
So one thing my husband and I were talking about, he said if there's no body, then you can't know for sure they're dead, and if there is a body, then it's like 90% they're dead, but they may come back in some crazy way later.
Exactly. That is exactly correct.
So I'm hoping like Gambit has some sort of crazy revival.
Really? I hope he stays dead, to tell you the truth.
I couldn't agree with you more, Tom.
Yeah. Like one of the things that always always bugged me about comic books in general, even as a kid, was the like ephemeralness of the storylines and how they would just be like, man, never mind. Remember how all those people died? Man, never mind.
Nino and Charles Xavier are like kings of that. They've died and come back so many times.
Yeah, I mean, this show is that's the storyline of this show is Charles dying and not really being dead. So
that made me fall out of Cape and Cowl comics for a while. Like Joe and I, so Joe and I used to live in the same. We've been friends forever. We go to the same comic shops, and after a while, I was like, I'm done. Like I don't care if Green Lantern dies. I don't care if this guy dies. Like I'm so sick of this like endless loop of storytelling. So I kind of like broke out of it for a while. But you're right. If somebody dies, it's going to sell a bunch of comic books, and then they're going to bring them back a year later. Usually it was a year. Now it's much faster than that, right? Because how fast media moves. But yeah, it becomes kind of cliche. But and even when the comics go meta and call it out, like, oh man, I've died like 3 times. Well, I've died 2. I'm like, that's not a funny joke. It's like just stop doing it.
Yeah. Like all that really is like it's a weird microcosm of like what's wrong with media right now, in that like studios and things don't want to take chances on new stories, and like that is evident in like the case in point of them remaking a 90s animated TV show instead of coming up with something new. But at the same time, within X-Men, we don't get new X-Men becoming the front runners. We just we get like ancillary characters joining the main team over and over again.
Yeah. So that was I didn't want to like this show. Like, right, I was like, oh my God, it's such a nostalgia pull. Like, but I started watching, I was like, damn, why are you so good? Right? Like,
why are you so good?
My family watching you love, right?
100%.
Oh no, speaking of family, no. Everybody, look how much different they are than those other videos, huh?
I
Still
know,
shockingly blonde.
Hey T.
Yeah, I'm still
when
talking.
we had
the mic. You can whisper.
Where's that? There you go. Yeah, a little bit bigger than when they were like this. Just a little bit bigger.
Okay, so I paused.
That's the one thing though. They just keep growing. They never stop. That looked like I wanted to point him out. That guy that was just there looked exactly like Sinbad, like the comic Sinbad.
That's funny.
But what I was gonna say though with the death thing, the reason why Krakoa is so cool is because they kind of wrote in a death mechanic to be like, yeah, you'll be reborn because we have these pods. So they built that mechanic in, but they still layered good storytelling with controversy in it. And like, I know you have to be in a queue, and then they have a murder mystery of like, why didn't this person get reborn? And like that X factor like had to go in its own like, why wasn't this person born? Who actually killed this person? So yes, it made it a little bit easier for comics to breathe. Like, okay, we can kill characters and make good stories, but we gotta sell money. And like, if you kill Iron Man or Thor or Cyclops, you're not gonna get that buck in a couple. You know what I mean? So like, they have to worry about the longevity of it. So I get it, but Krakoa allowed that room to be like, oh, he got squashed, but here he is again, and that was kind of cool. I don't know. Like, again, I know we're talking 97, but I wish they make a Krakoa cartoon.
Hey, I mean, anything's on the table. They haven't said that they're not making
that's not
more
that
stuff.
Would be
so.
off like out of crazy left field if that happened.
Yeah, like I
maybe
could
not
totally
season 2, but season 3.
Yeah. Like maybe not even like season 3 of X-Men 97. Maybe just like a spin-off. You know.
Oh yeah.
or just
like
an
your
additional
wallet, Matt. I
story.
like it.
I don't know, the
Like-
way they rapidly move through some of the story arcs that have been happening for the last 20 years of comics, like so fast in this show. I'm like, I don't know, they might get pretty modern pretty fast depending on where they go with it.
So we're just gonna let this play right into the next one. I will reset the timer. So the timer, I'll get it started again once the next episode starts, but we're just gonna let it play right through. So if you're watching,
I missed the Easter egg, Tom. I wasn't paying attention.
Okay, so in this first episode, since no one got it, you know what? I'll wait a little while. I'll see if anyone.
Yeah, let's see if chat gets it.
Yeah, I'll wait at the halfway point. I'll tell you what the Easter egg was from this first episode.
Who's this chat
I
guy
have to
you
get ready
guys
to press
keep
play. What's up?
It's just one of our friends.
I keep getting. I'm trying to get ready to press the play button on the timer. There it goes. I think I got it. Yes. Okay, we're good.
So I can't remember, but someone said something about, how fast we get things these days. Authors put out books faster, TV shows come out quicker, movies come out quicker. Do you think that that's changed the way that the creative process works? Because you don't have the time you used to where, authors would take 2 or 3, 4 years to write a book. And now you got to come out with something new every year or you're toast, you're old.
Yeah, people lose attention.
And that's kind of the same. I think that, one of the reasons Netflix struggles sometimes with their originals is they have that longer lead between shows. So y'all have any opinions on how that's affected?
Sorry, I'm just dancing to the theme song.
Books in general, or just all media? In
Anything
general?
like you said, comic books. They have to
Yeah.
come. The next episode, comic book has to come out quicker.
Huh.
I would say.
Go ahead, Tom.
I was just gonna say, it definitely affects all matter of media for sure.
Yeah.
I think it's good and it's bad, but I think it all comes out in the wash, to tell you the truth. I don't think it was better, back in the day, or worse.
Yeah.
I think it's helped the quality of some things in a lot of ways by making it forces any sort of media or whatever you're creating to stand out more than other stuff, because there's so much stuff to watch and read and listen and what. So unless it's hits at the right time, which is hard, and then it's particularly good, like most people are just going to be like, I'll get to that eventually, I've got 30 other things to watch.
Yeah. The one thing that I think, and don't get me wrong, the frequency and timing of things is definitely different than it was in the 90s, but I think one of the other major changes in all media, books, TV, comic books, cartoons, movies, everything, is that the fans, the viewers, not just people that are fans of the thing, but anyone watching the stuff,
are the worst.
Has a not even get me started. The Star Wars fandom is the worst fandom in fandoms, but I don't care if anyone has I am a member of the Star Wars fandom, and I still think they're the worst fandom. There's a different level of expectation from a fan with story and writing. We expect a little bit more depth to things, and we expect things. Yeah. I don't want to say be realistic, but if you invent a rule system within your world, or if you have a continuity, follow it and keep it.
Yeah.
Whereas, in the 90s, we didn't really have that. Things were a little bit more loosey-goosey, and we didn't really care because it was cool or fun, or we were just happy to get any kind of stuff that was this was the only X-Men cartoon that was in existence when this cartoon.
I wasn't really complaining. I was just like, X-Men are on the TV.
Yeah.
So part of that's age too, right? We were younger then, right, when those came out too. So part of it's age, right? But do you think that there's also part of the expectations too? There's a bias, right? Because I watched something in the 80s. I have since bought into the pop culture of whatever this thing is, and I, whatever the current zeitgeist is, and then they produce version B of it, and it doesn't fit that original model, the mold, or my expectations, and there's that immediate disappointment, right? Like, name your thing and rebooted or rebranded or whatever. And I think that, or we were just talking about like costume choices or Cyclops, right? Like, hey, I'm going to do this twist on it, like the new Dune. I'm going to take this twist on it. It's like, well, that's not my Dune. It's like, oof, and instantly like souring to it. I almost feel like nostalgia holds us back to good storytelling, innovation, instead of allowing like the thing to breathe in a different direction.
Yeah, I think people want to recapture that feeling. They want to feel what they felt when they first watched it. And if it doesn't do that, they just brush it off.
Yeah.
But I think our
and
people
that's nearly impossible, right? Because
go ahead. I was going to say, I think
it's really impossible because it's an individualized experience too, right? Like opening my Christmas present on my Christmas morning, having that experience, that's to me, right? And then to put it on you to mimic that experience is just like make me feel that again. It's like, oh my God, I'm sorry your life sucks. I can't do that for you. I just tried to make a good movie, right? So
sorry, your
I think there's a part of that too. Exactly.
I mean, it's definitely part of it. I would say it's definitely part of it. Even outside of like cartoons and even regular non-fantasy like rom-com movies have a little bit more depth to them and a little bit more framing to stories to make them make more sense or feel more real. Where like, back in the day we would just take things, at face value and not really read into them.
Absolutely. You can look at a pacing of a movie. I was just talking to someone about this now. I was watching something with my sons and I was like, kill me now in the scene, because it showed the car pull up, showed the guy open the door, showed the guy get out, close the door, showed the guy walk the driveway. I was like, oh my God, like nobody films movies like this anymore, right? Like we understand how to like convey that he is at the house now way better. I was like, this was the minute of my life to tell me he got to the house. Like, yes, I think storytelling has definitely evolved through media.
Yeah, for sure.
Kristina, what were you going to say 1,000 years ago?
Oh yeah, right.
Sorry. Yeah, so I was, I think people our age, I remember when
I'm 26.
You are not. You have
his kids are 37. That's strange.
He's immortal. He's immortal, Crystal.
It's okay for us to be nostalgic about things from our teens and our 20s. Where I remember my parents, they could be nostalgic about things that they went through, but like TV or books or stuff like that, it just wasn't. That was such a foreign concept for them. Even now, when I talk about like movies that I really loved in my teens and in my early 20s that I go back to, my mom's like, I've never done that. I've never just she's not, she just can't think of any books or movies or things like that.
And yet they watch the same 3 sitcoms on a loop.
Yes,
I know.
Yeah, my dad does for sure.
But like, even before they had a choice, they would just watch the. I mean, it was just reruns. It's like, I don't know, but I Love Lucy on again, I guess, at 10 p.m. I don't know what we're doing.
Hey, hold on.
We don't have anything to do.
I would watch that every night, so don't hate on
that.
There's also the fact that like the 1990s was one of the most like financially stable. Like we just had a lot more ability to consume a lot more things than like our parents did. We grew up in a time where things were, different.
Yeah.
Well, that's what's wrong with you millennials. Your avocado toast and your nostalgia. It's like, go get a job and drink your lead water.
I am a zennial, sir.
Same.
I'm a zennial.
Same. I'm a zennial.
I'm right on the cusp, I guess. I'm 40, so.
Yeah, you're a zennial too. We zennials kind of
feel
have
so old.
I know, right?
Yes, we are. We kind of still had some of the Gen X stuff. Like I remember not having internet.
Yeah.
I remember not having phones. I remember using a dial-up phone, like a rotary phone. My grandparents had one.
The wall in the kitchen, because that's what it was.
sitting on the dryer to talk on the phone because you ran the cord underneath the utility room door.
I brought this up when we watched the first part of this, because it was the first part of this episode was broken up. Like, this is part 2 now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was in the Jubilee episode, right?
Yeah. Holy shit!
I know, but I forgot that I had this picture. She's wearing like, I think they did a pretty, like, speaking of like nostalgia,
Pretty good.
like,
It's pretty spot on.
yeah, like I would have preferred if he had a pink or purple shirt, because I just like pink and or like this color purple. Like, that's purple to me.
I thought it was so interesting that they highlighted this aspect of X-Men comics that, I mean, it's Claremont run. And I was like, this is refreshing. I really like Forge. This was kind of a big deal for a while. Like, Forge actually was a pretty big name in X-Men for a while, right? Storm was the leader of the X-Men for a little while. So them to take the time and kind of break out and highlight that, I was like, that's pretty cool. Like, it's new to me, even though it's old, which is kind of weird.
Yeah, they gave her a really cool arc on this.
Yeah. Nope, just don't have a crush on her. Sorry.
I mean, when they announced Halle Berry was going to play Storm, I was like, yeah, especially in the 90s or the early 2000s, whatever. I was like, yeah. Oh, and now we have a little.
No, is it the white Mohawk? Is that what it is for you? Specifically the white Mohawk
was.
Okay. All right.
I hate that the Mohawk's gone after this. I'm like, no.
I know. Pissed me off.
Mohawk.
Anyone catch that little bit of Marvel swirly circle portal?
Oh yeah, the like Doctor Strange
magic, that he was doing.
I really loved this story plot between the two of them.
Yeah, it's a good story.
I think it's one of my favorites so far in this year, this season.
Yeah, it was good. It was really well done.
With like I think they so the writer of this episode, she wrote like 5 episodes.
He's even got those sweet jean shorts on.
I know, he's got the jorts on, and they're cutoffs too. It's fantastic. No, it's fantastic.
Jorts.
What's her name? I had it. Charlie Feldman is the one of the main writers for this episode, part 1 of this and the next 2 episodes. She talked about how, like, yes, obviously they would love to have, an extended version, or like, if they had 20 extra minutes, or like a 22 episode run, but she said she enjoyed the challenge of cutting things and condensing them down to fit this aspect. And she thinks that one of the quotes that she said during it that really stood out to me was that she thinks the condensing of things and the trimming of it made for a stronger story.
Yep.
Yeah.
If you're good at it, right?
If you're good at it,
yeah, exactly. Yeah. If you're good at it, right? So that's like one of the challenges of writing. So like, I used to teach nonfiction writing, and that was one of the things we quoted Abraham Lincoln. He's like, I don't have time to write you a short note. And then he sent like a multi-page document, because it's so hard to boil your thoughts down to concise sentences and precisely, right? So like, yes, absolutely. If it's tight writing, right? You hear that all the time, like, oh, this is tight sentences. Yeah, absolutely. If you're just allowed to just throw up everywhere and have no constraints, then it's kind of garbage. So that's awesome that she saw as a challenge for what it was. So I wouldn't be able to do that. I would take it.
She said, I think she said something like, don't get me wrong, I have the 22 episode arc in my mind that I would love to have done, but
the issue, or the episodes of this show, do a really good job of, like, I mean, they don't, I guess they're twice as long as a regular episode of the show, so it's really more than just 8 episodes or whatever it is, but like, it's almost like a mini movie kind of thing. It feels like it starts and ends. It has a very distinct, like, story arc to it. Like, I really like I feel like they had a lot of time to breathe in these episodes, but I mean, they are covering a lot, so they go fast and the pacing's really quick. So, like, also, anytime Charles Xavier's on the screen, I just want to vomit and not pay attention.
It's fair, especially when he's in his.
The reason he's just
comics
the worst.
now, torn down in comics. They've torn down Charles Xavier. They have just, like, right now I'm currently reading X-Men, and just like, man, you really hate this guy. Like how they ended the Krakoa age, they made him a monster, and then they did the same thing for Odin. They like turned him into this like, I get it, man. I get we got to fight the establishment. I get it, man. But like they made him this like absolute just misogynist. I'm like, wow, you really hate this character, and like you want to despise him. Then Thor's able to take it there. It's like, oh, wow, you really just tore that on that character. It's like any of these, dare I say, like the what's it called? Freak. I'm completely not. What's the opposite of a patriarch? Think any of the patriarch. Thank you, Don. Thank you. You got it. Thanks. You got my back. Any of these patriarch, they just absolutely like rip them down. I'm like, I feel like that could have been done more delicately, right? You don't have to like.
He deserves to be.
No, that's what I'm saying. He deserves to be because they keep like supplanting that in there. I was like, you could have had a softer.
No, he's just always been a piece of shit. I mean, we just reread the Dark Phoenix saga.
Why? You're paranoid.
I just read like Claremont's Dark Phoenix saga, and he's the worst. Every word out of his mouth, I'm just like, what the fuck? Why is he still
bigotry around? Coming out of your mouth? You're just one of them, Joe. That's all I hear. It's fear.
Wow. Gonna hate him so much.
Old Odin was pretty. It's true, but old Odin was very like Asgard first. Asgardians the best, and like universal domination for a while.
It was holding order, right? And like this is so far off X-Men 97, but like when Jane Foster became Thor, somewhere around that time period, he and Freya, Odin and Freya, like started having these competitions, and I was like, oh, gross! Like I don't like this at all. Like who are you? Like it was just gross and like just this overly. I was like, man. And then Thor had to like kind of balance it out, and I was like, okay, I guess you're trying to show him a good light, but man, you really stain that character, and like. I just thought it was unnecessary because they just amped up with the few things that like Joe just says, like, oh, you don't like that? And you just crank that dial up. So yeah, it was just bad character bashing.
It was a character assassination for Odin, essentially.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. Right. And it's like, this could have been done differently, I guess. It's like if you run out of room on what you're going to do. So you just kill the person off and then introduce a new character. I'm just like, I feel like we could have had a smoother transition here rather than murder, but okay.
Yeah, I will say one of my favorite versions of Thor is this Jane Foster Thor, though. I really like this one. I forgot what series it's from, but they made a hero click of it, and I played a lot of hero clicks, and I used to use it a lot.
Oh yeah. That's
Jane Foster Thor.
I got her right up here. Yep, that's this Thor right here, Mighty Thor. That's pretty good.
Oh,
yeah, I was gonna
say, that's her name is Mighty Thor, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, is Jason Aaron's run when he got the gold arm.
Oh, that's so good.
My god. Yeah. So fun. He's like kind of like falling down. He got the hammer after being unworthy. Jane's kind of got on his back and he lost his arm. He's got this pit bull as his sidekick. Loki's kind of like buddies with him, and it's sort of funny. You can take this off me now. It's sort of funny. Like,
I don't think being the only one.
Like the third Thor movie, it has some humor in there, but like I was like, and the art is not your typical art. They took a lot more liberties with it. It's a little bit sloppier kind of. I was like, wow, this is such a good run. Like it was so fun. And then they went back to like classic Thou the Thor right now. I'm like, oh, that was so fun. I love what you did there. So
interesting. Okay, are we at the halfway point yet? Okay, yeah, we're at the halfway point. Okay, so the Easter egg that was in the first movie, in the first episode that we watched was a little appearance from The Watcher. So anyone who's watched...
is that why you brought up What If?
Yes. So like this part right here is at 20 minutes and 40 seconds.
That's so hard to see.
I know, it's so hard to see, but you could see him right there.
That's pretty cool now.
Point it out.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I have to point it out now, but like...
That's pretty cool.
Subtleness. So hold on, I got a picture.
Pretty fucking subtle.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
Just a skosh subtle. Where's the? I have a picture of.
Is the Easter egg in the end of this one where she transforms like Sailor Moon?
That is fantastic. Sailor Moon would whoop everyone.
I was going to go with the Easter egg of the Little Mermaid where the priest gets a boner at the end. They had to write that one out. Remember that?
Speaking of priests getting boned, no. The Watcher.
What is that? Your segues are insane.
Sorry. Listen, I went to Catholic school, so it's burned into my psyche. The Watcher, for people that don't know, he usually, like, the Watchers do what their names are. They watch, but they usually peek in at like really pivotal nexus moments, they keep calling them, and that scene happens right after Gambit and Rogue decide to just be friends. And then like that puts Gambit on his road to death, essentially, is probably what it is. Like in this universe, Gambit dies now instead of Nightcrawler, like in the comics, because blah 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 or whatever.
Yeah.
But right after Gambit says, like, you know, for now we'll just be friends or whatever, and kisses her hand, it cuts to that Watcher this right here. So obviously it's significant in some way, but
That's pretty cool.
God, that's so hard to see.
I know. I only recognized it because I literally
I think it's super cool. I just think it's adorable that they expected anyone to
notice it. Yeah, I only caught it because I literally watched episode 5 and 6 just on a loop for a few hours today while I was doing other stuff on the computer. So I gotta say, the costumes from, I forgot the name of this planet, but I hate them. I hate everyone so bad.
The Shi'ar.
Just the headpiece, the headpieces. I hate them all. I hate them. It's because they remind me of the old school, like, English powdered wigs. That's all I could think about.
Yeah, imperialistic.
Okay,
they got
no.
imperialistic vibes in there. Yeah.
It's
very
the clowns
imperialistic.
from the machine at the carnival that you would have to like shoot. You know what I mean? They were like
With
clowns
the water
that would,
guns.
like, yes, with the
But
water
it's
guns.
helmets to go around their weird haircuts, which I think is hilarious.
I know. God. Everyone has like a Padme.
Should we push
style
our hair
head.
down? No. Just make the helmet have giant flaring wings.
No.
Then when I
would
take it off, my hair is perfectly in place.
Exactly. I need you to make a helmet for every hairstyle that I could possibly have. Thank you. It's to fit perfectly to my hair.
Yeah. We all know
It'd be
how
funny if it
my
wasn't hair and they were frills.
Who knows? They're aliens. It could be in a piece of.
I mean,
Exactly.
it might be some weird.
Yeah.
Not get any farther into my lap.
That's a great out of context quote from chat.
Y'all,
Yeah, they're
y'all
going.
missed the whole Frolic and Ninja
She was
Turtle,
talking about having a mutant turtle fixation crush when she
Yeah.
was young. Tom, that's fine.
That's fair.
and then Glenn compared them to Trollocs.
I saw that. So, Aaron, who was your favorite turtle then? I gotta know. Forge is a cool mutant too. I forgot about Forge until these 2 episodes.
They made him the leader of the X-Force recently, and again, I was like, okay, he can, just like Magneto with like, I can get the blood in your, the iron in your blood or flip the poles. They started really extrapolating. He's like, well, technically, 2 moving things are a machine, so I could create this. And I was like, you're not God. I was like, you're really pushing the boundaries.
He
of what
comes
you
pretty
do
close
as
to being God in
controlling
some
machine.
story arcs, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I didn't love him as leadership role because again, like they put him there, and then he had something that was hiding from the team the whole time, and I don't know, it's just kind of weird. But they gave him a shot, I guess.
So you know
that's
the
cool.
X-Force song from the second Deadpool movie?
Yes.
My 11-year-old can do
was like,
that
what?
one straight through. It's one of his favorite songs.
That's hilarious.
I love that they got Celine Dion to do in the first Deadpool. That was fantastic. The one of the things that I really liked about this X-Men 97 and X-Men in general, even the original X-Men series, that whole era of 90s cartoons, really, they were able to very stealthily insert deep storylines and emotional storylines and tell really good stories. I really feel like because the studios didn't pay attention, because they were like, oh, that's just cartoons, who gives a shit about that crap, and let them do whatever they want, it's making money, who cares. And
Did you guys think this
I would
owl was a
say
big ripoff
Batman.
of the Avatar librarian?
a little bit. I did think of Wang Shi-tung a little bit.
He's in the
I also thought he was
desert,
gonna lick my lollipop 3 times and then bite him.
hiding underground. That's an accurate count.
I love this. I forgot which costume is this of hers too. I forgot what it. I love this costume of hers.
This
it's
is her old like 80s Claremont costume.
That's what I thought. I thought it was I knew it was an older costume. I just couldn't remember.
And the mohawk's gone.
Yeah,
they all kind of do it. So there's an old, there's an old cartoon called where they just, it was only like 30 minutes or so, or maybe 45 total, but it was called Pride of the X-Men. And they all kind of put these costumes on leading up to them going to Asteroid M, which is what they do in Pride of the X-Men.
Yeah.
So I think it's kind of homaging that.
They mentioned Asteroid M in the last episode in passing.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, the Cyclops got the brown Wolverine costume, the Cyclops costume, it's just blue and the yellow trunks and the hood up, and Jean Grey's, they all put on their old stuff basically.
The thing that I like about specifically back to the story and the writing is they still, even though it's short and they're doing some whacked out, like anyone coming into this show never having read a comic is going to be like, what the fuck is going on sometimes. But at the same time, just the grounded storytelling of like Storm losing her powers. And I know I mentioned it at the time, but Jean Grey, or the bizarro fake Jean Grey, saying like, I kind of hope my child isn't a mutant so they don't have to grow up with that, being a mutant stigma. And then,
so when you get your powers back, I don't know if you knew this, your hair regrows if you have
regrows differently. Yeah. It's just it's when they press the random button on the character generator for the hair.
Immediately.
You don't know what you're
That's what happened to Joe, Tommy. You're making fun of his hair, but
you should see Charles Xavier when he gets his powers again.
I'm not making fun of it. I'm jealous. So I just. But Storm's arc in this is like, she's going through, and it's the life death. So it's the death of who she thought she was. Mm-hmm. And then eventually, she just became that same person again, getting her powers back, but a different costume. But still, her going through that grieving process.
That's the life part, Tom.
Yeah, I mean, what are you gonna do? It's a cartoon for kids.
Oh, I got lightning again? I don't have to fucking try anymore. Never mind.
Exactly. But for a little bit there, she was having to deal with the grief and grieving who she thought she was, and it was I thought that was a really fun. I thought that was a good. Yeah, I thought it was good writing for a little while, like the way that they were having their discussions about having powers, not having powers, and all that kind of stuff. I thought.
Yeah, there's a really good bond and actual friendship with Jean and Storm throughout this season that I thought was really well written.
Same.
But
particularly.
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. I was just gonna say, particularly that episode where they were having that discussion about.
Yeah.
About the kid before she gave birth, Jean.
As someone who has gone through losing what my identity was wrapped around, I really enjoyed that story arc, and it felt real and raw of her losing who she was. And then, she got it back. But in my case, I lost everything that I was when I was 15 and in a car accident. I had to rebuild my idea of who I was. So I kind of wish that she had to work a little harder. Like it took a little longer for her to get her power back.
Yeah. Sorry, real quick. Did anyone
don't have time for that in current storytelling?
Did anyone get Attack on Titan?
In that, just then?
Yeah, when he was
Gambit was turning into a giant skeleton?
Yeah. He looked like one of the Titans. He looked like, one of the So the Charlie Feldman, the writer of this episode and part one and a couple of other episodes, she's a huge horror fan, as a little bit of a hint for the Easter egg that she said no one got. And that she had to announce. But that's why life death. I want to say life after death every time, but That's
Yeah,
why
just
life
like
death is like the lighting and the shading and stuff like that. It's a little bit more of a horror themed episode. I mean, that leans into Mr. Sinister and everything too. But what do you guys think of this? I honestly think they redid this cartoon as like a light precursor for people to watch to get used to the idea of Mr. Sinister and mutants and things like that for the upcoming stuff.
Okay.
All right. If anyone is in the watch party, I'm going to be stopping the watch party now. So if you're in it, I'm leaving. So it might still keep playing for you, but we're done with our 2 episodes for this evening.
Yeah, I'm leaving. I'm out of here.
Fuck this noise. No, I'm joking. I'm staying. I'm here for a little while still. All right. So does anyone remember did anyone pick up on the Easter egg?
Is it a Nightmare on Elm Street?
Yes. Did you look it up?
No.
Oh, it's because
I put it together. You teased it at the beginning.
I did tease you at the beginning, but that was before.
And then you gave us a second clue by saying she's a horror movie fan. I'm like, well, that narrows it down. Scratches.
She is a
scratches and horror movie.
So there's a scene in Life Death Part 1 where Morph is in the shower with Wolverine and he turns into Wolverine and he has the claw, and it's literally a shot for shot remake of this Nightmare on Elm Street scene from Freddy's Nightmare on Elm Street 2, Freddy's Resurrection, or whatever the fucking second one was called. But it's literally like shot for shot this exact thing, except instead of Freddy's claws when he gets them in the shower like this, he's got Wolverine's claws and it's Morph. But it's shot for shot. Like if you look at the scene and look at this scene, they have the same kind of shots in both scenes.
Oh, okay. That's pretty funny.
A fun little Easter egg. But now I need to figure out a new way to give out the books. So we'll come up with a way to do that before the end of the episode to give away the second set of books, since no one noticed it. And the first one was obviously the Watcher popping up. Ooh, Mr. Silver, what's up? A new name in chat. Yes, X-Men 97 is fantastic because the original series was fantastic. And
I really hope the second season.
That was something I wanted to say.
What's up?
So you had said the storytelling, like they're. So my wife is pseudo nerdy. She gets proxy nerdy high for me, right? So she like doesn't read comics or anything like that, but she watched the first episode. She's like, "This is really good," and she was like hooked and wanted to watch it. She's like, "This is fantastic." So if somebody who isn't familiar at all with comic books, like you were talking about the story arcs and the depth and like the relations and all that, she was like, "This is so good," right? So she was hooked into it. She appreciated all the art of it too. So if you can write something that's that appealing to someone who has zero idea, other than the fact, like, yeah, I know X-Men are in comic books, I know who Wolverine is, right? So that, I think that speaks to the quality of the show you're doing. And I don't think they're trying to water too much stuff down. Like there's some pretty out there things in this series, because we're in the like post of MCU, like, you know, drowning us with content. I think everybody's quite aware of like the insanity that comic books do now. So I don't think they have to worry as much as like the black leather X-Men, you know, trilogy that would have like, you know, soft approach it kind of, you know, so.
And I'm that same audience. I'm not big into comics, but I immediately from the first episode really loved it.
Yeah, I think they did a great job being able to welcome new fans into the series and bring back old fans. Like we're a perfect smattering of that. Like, you know, as coming from someone who read almost no comics and isn't into really watching a lot of animation, to like I was like halfway in between. I didn't read a lot of X-Men comics growing up. And but I loved the series, but I'm not huge into the lore. And then like the two of you guys who are like finger on the pulse of the lore, like
nerd.
And Crystal and I are kind of in the same boat, I think. Right, Crystal? Like you and I are in the same boat. Like you have a knowledge of Marvel and the X-Men, but it's not like.
Yeah, it's my husband. My husband is the X-Men person in our relationship, and he read all of the comics.
He's an X-Man.
What his favorite character is?
I mean, I wish that'd be great though.
He's an X-Man.
Do you know what his favorite character is?
I don't. You know what? I don't think I've ever asked. I should though.
Okay. Oh well, thank you for coming over,
He won't read the Wheel of Time, so I'll ask him questions when he finishes the series.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
We've been together 15 years. That's a book a year, you guys. Like he should have been done.
He should have been done by now.
It could have just taken him 14 of those years. It's not
perfect
like
opportunity to tell you, Avi, to go over and click the little subscribe button, and so that you can follow along on our little journey as we finish watching X-Men 97. But since you weren't here in the beginning, and I'd love to reiterate or bring this back up, over on the Dragonmount socials is the poll for movie night when we're gonna break up watching the X-Men finale for a week and watch a movie. So the poll is up on what movie we should watch on September 22nd. Suicide Squad 2, I guess it is. It's the one that is still currently canon to the new stuff. The first, all right, in my opinion, the superhero movie that really got the current generation of superhero movies going, Blade, and obviously the OG X-Men, because we are watching X-Men 97, and why not?
We all want to see Wolverine spin around on top of the Empire or the Statue of Liberty. somehow stay up there.
It's so bad.
Somehow
That
stay
scene,
up there.
I don't know what was worse. That when he uses his claws to somehow spin, like that makes sense.
It completely makes
magnetism, sense. Tom. It's magnetism.
Yeah. Or Halle Berry telling us what happens to toads when they get struck by
toad. We joked about that last time. Were we talking about Star Wars and Darth Maul came up or something? Why was that in our conversation?
Probably. Who knows? Fucking Ray Park is amazing though, and I love him.
We're gonna bring up every time I'm on the show. We're gonna bring up how Halle Berry tells us about what a toad happens when it gets struck by lightning.
I really want someone to. Okay. If it wasn't problematic for me to do it, I would cosplay as Storm and just make TikToks of saying what happens to just random stuff when it gets hit by lightning.
When it gets struck by lightning.
Do you know what happens to a White Castle burger when it gets struck by lightning?
The same thing that happens to everything else.
And just say that every time, and just come up with other random shit, and just say that every time. I mean, we all do.
I wish they had all had a line like that.
Oh god!
I thought that was so cool when I was 13.
Yeah, well, we all made bad decisions when we were kids.
Yeah, definitely.
So one of the things that we usually do at the end of the episode is our little inside the Dragonmount studio interview. But since we have so many people here and 2 people have done it before, I decided not to do the interview. And one of the other things that we usually do is we play our silly kind of like this or that or what if games, and we pitch it, and we usually theme it for whatever we're watching, and we pitch those to our guest. So do we want to like Crystal and I will go back and forth on like questions, and we'll go to each guest. So we'll start with Kristina, and then we'll go to Joe, and then we'll go to Dom. So Crystal, do you have some of your this or that's that you want to do?
Yeah, give me a second. I was trying to find it. I was ready with the Dragonmount questions. Okay. Would you?
So we'll start with Kristina.
Kristina. Okay. Would you rather be stuck on a road trip with Deadpool or share a dorm room with Wolverine?
Dorm room with Wolverine.
Ooh, okay. As long as you can handle the cigar smoke, then you'll be fine. Probably.
Yes, I can.
Okay.
I like cigar smoke.
All right, Joe, you have to pick one. The X-Jet or the Blackbird?
Wait, what's the difference?
I'm sorry. I wrote down Blackbird or X-Jet. Sorry.
I was like, wait. I was like, those are the same thing, aren't they?
Yeah. No, I'm dumb. So the Blackbird, which is also the X-Jet.
Yeah.
Or Wonder Woman's invisible jet.
Oh God, you got to go invisible jet. It'd be amazing.
But then, does it just show you flying around like with?
Yeah, of course. You gotta. It's gotta be Super Friends style. I wouldn't want it anyway. If I'm invisible inside of it, it's pointless. Exactly. You have to have the hilarious visual of you sitting on nothing and flying through the air.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. Just seeing Joe doing a wall squat as he takes off to the sky. Like, there he goes. Yep.
Do you have one for Dom? If not, I got a bunch.
Yeah. Okay. So would you rather sit through a 3-hour lecture by Beast, who is quoting Shakespeare just the whole time, or Cyclops reviewing battle strategy?
For how long? No, yes, Cyclops for battle strategy. Absolutely. Of course. The guy knows what he's doing. Absolutely. He'll keep me alive. I trust him entirely.
Because Cyclops is awesome. Is that what you're going to say?
Oh.
Okay, Kristina. You get no more context than Gambit or Nightcrawler.
Nightcrawler.
Okay.
That would have been really easy for me to answer.
I have one for Joe ready. If you
do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fire. Do you want Jubilee's power of fireworks or Dazzler's like light show power?
Jubilee by a mile.
Okay.
She can get dangerous with those powers. She started learning them more in X-Men 97, actually.
No, yeah, 90. Jubilee. One thing that X-Men 97 did for like the characters in general is they really hooked Jubilee up like a lot.
Do you know how much my kids would love if I could shoot fireworks out of my hands? That'd be amazing. Yeah. Hey, it's dark out. You want to go for a walk? Yeah.
My daughter
the neighbors would be like, "What is happening again?"
Speaking of Jubilee, I showed I've been showing everyone this as I realized this like I think when we were watching like the first episode, but I really feel like it'll just kind of crush your guys' image of Jubilee for the rest of your lives. So I have to show you guys now.
There we go. Rule 34. Here we go.
Like there's no way you could tell me I'm wrong on this, by the way. So here's Jubilee in her costume.
Oh.
Sure.
You cannot tell me that it's not fucking Doc Brown.
Oh my god, we already talked about this. It's the coat, okay?
He's even got the glasses.
Let me see his shorts. Let me see his shorts.
That's fair.
He's wearing jorts, Tom. No.
Yeah, I wish. I'll get a better
fantastic.
one.
That is excellent.
Jubilee's her original costume is modeled off of Robin. Actually,
was it really? Okay,
yeah.
I 100% thought someone was just like, "Oh, Doc Brown, 100%, Doc Brown, fucking Back to the Future." Because they even got the same glasses is the thing.
Oh, that's hilarious! I didn't even think of the glasses.
Like look, they even look at the glasses. They were the same weirdo, big, giant glasses.
That does change a lot of them.
Yeah, and look at the color of the shirt.
That's fantastic. Okay.
I'm saying, you can't tell me. All right, sorry. I should probably take the picture off now.
You've ruined my Halloween costume, Tom.
You're
That's
welcome.
fine.
You could be
People
a
are
hybrid.
just gonna be like,
I'll just be Doc Brown.
Yeah, just be Doc Brown now. There you go.
Just find anyone that's even remotely dressed like Marty in any way.
He's wearing khakis.
He's just next to him the whole time.
I looked up the shot from the movie of Doc Brown. He's wearing khakis. No,
You're saved, Crystal.
you're saved.
Good. Thank God.
I've got a
All right.
question. I've got a question. No, it's for you, Chris. I'm going to flip the script now. I'm going to tackle the question. All right, Crystal, you ready?
Okay.
Which power would be more useful in your day-to-day life? Either telepathy or morphs abilities. Which one?
I mean, I'm a teacher, so I'm going to say telepathy is probably
Oh,
where
that'd
it's
be
at.
brilliant for you.
Yeah.
You want to know what they're thinking? Okay, all right.
I'm a special education teacher. I would love like a little window into their brains. Like that'd be great.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
You could be teaching something and just hear something and be like, changing the subject over here.
Yeah.
We're going to move on from this real fast.
As someone who was a 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15-year-old boy, you don't want to see inside their minds.
Mm-hmm.
And just saying, just putting that out there. You don't want to see inside.
I think that's a dangerous power in general, but
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Is it me?
Yeah.
Okay. So would you rather fight beside Storm in a thunderstorm or Wolverine in a bar fight? Like, where are you going to survive?
Oh.
Who's that too?
That's for.
I don't know.
Crystal,
Who's that? Was
I
that?
think it's
Crystal?
Dom.
Yeah, it was Dom.
What
sorry.
is? Oh, it's me?
Oh, it's for you. No.
Oh,
Sorry.
so with Storm in a thunderstorm.
You're like on the side of the X-Men. So yeah, with Storm, but like in a thunderstorm, or Wolverine in a bar fight. As you are now, you don't get any sort of special power.
No, yeah, I figured that. So, well, being the beta male that I am, I could pretty much follow either one of them. That'd be fine. But I think I'd more be comfortable with Storm because he can just chain lightning everything and be done with. Whereas I feel like in a Wolverine bar fight, I'm definitely gonna get involved in there, and he's just gonna be slashing around. He could go berserker.
He's gonna be
too
busy,
many variables.
and you're gonna get smashed over the head with a bottle.
Yep.
Storm's gonna
That's it.
actually
There's
watch
too
out
much
for you.
random stuff.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. So
Birds are flying.
Storm's got better control of it. Yeah. So
There's a solid chance Wolverine would turn around and cut you and just be like, "Oh shit, my bad."
go berserker. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he goes
berserker.
berserker rich.
And be like, "Oh, sorry, bub, idiot." Yeah. So
Oh, I forgot you didn't have any powers.
Okay. Kristina, would you rather get combat training from Wolverine or charlatan training from Gambit?
Wolverine.
Okay.
Being in a body that's like physically able to do that. Wolverine.
All right. Okay. If you could,
He'd
get
whip
the
you
guy-
into shape, Kristina.
Yeah, no, it stands autoimmune diseases. I'd go with Wolverine.
Yeah.
I would like, but Tom, my body wouldn't last very long. I would be my back. I would throw my back out in 20 minutes, in like less than 20 minutes, and be done.
And mine would be out inside.
Yeah.
Tom, I got one for you. Are you ready? You ready?
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Show.
Shoot.
There's a schism within the X-Men, and Wolverine decides to stay behind and continue teaching at the school, or you join Cyclops and go out and actually fight the good fight for mutant kind. Which one are you doing?
Man, that's tough.
It'd make a
'Cause, like-
compelling story, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I mean, like,
It's almost like
it's almost like it probably was a story. You know what, like, because it's getting the next generation of mutants ready is a big deal. Like, that's not a small deal.
But not as soldiers, not war. They're not soldiers. They're just gonna be trained as people or mutants, and then they're not swiftly for command. Yeah, so
Yeah, I mean, that's still a big deal. Like training, but acting as a coach or a teacher, to get these kids that are all like, you know, different levels of weapons. You know, they could be hazardous to people's. Some of them just emit radiation willy nilly, and like having to have a nuanced approach to every kid, because at the heart of it, they're still all kids. I think teaching. I think I would stay back and teach, because you would affect more of a change over a longer period of time, and it's a bigger, it's more important, I think. Like if it was a big fight, like if it was like a big like yeah, if it was the end of the story arc and the big fight was coming up, and then I'd go and fight.
Sure.
But someone has to stay behind and teach. It's usually
you'd
beasts,
abandon
I
all
feel
those
like.
children. How dare you.
You can't abandon all those children. That's when they start. You know, could you imagine Lord of the Flies, but they're all mutants? Like that would be. I'm pretty sure that was also a storyline at some point.
Yeah.
just trying to think. Actually, yeah.
It would be terror. It would be,
I'm with
okay,
Tom.
hard.
Good answer.
Yeah. I appreciate that. Thank you. All right, I got a kind of a deep cut for you guys, for the two of you,
Okay.
for both of you. So you guys just choose one. Oh shit, what was her? What was the Nathan Summers, and what's I just had it in my
Rachel?
head. Rachel Summers, their daughter.
Mhm.
Rachel Summers or Nathan Summers.
Well, there's no context to what we're picking.
No
Well,
context. You got to just pick one.
interesting. Okay. Well, I pick Rachel hands down.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go. I'm going that safe direction too, because this could go sexual. So I'm gonna.
Okay. I mean, hey, listen. I mean, if you want to, you can kiss whoever you want, as long as everyone's consenting. You kiss whoever you want.
Rachel is on Excalibur when Chris Claremont did that book with Nightcrawler, and that's why I love Nightcrawler so much. So I love Rachel as much as I love Nightcrawler.
Does she pop up with magic a lot too? I feel like. No.
Does she, I mean,
Yes. Well, not a lot.
Yeah.
No.
No. Okay. I just
Not
for
often.
some reason I had the two of them in my head, and I felt like if it was in my head, there must be a reason, and I don't know why because I didn't read that much of the comics, so I couldn't remember. Yay, we got a bot!
So they made magic into a super badass in the last 10
awesome.
years. She is awesome. Like her attitude, her powers, like everything. Like holy shit, she is really cool.
That's what I heard when I heard that she was gonna be in the initial lineup for Marvel Rivals. I was like, what the fuck? And then someone was like, oh no, she's been huge the past 10 years. You should.
She's so
read
good.
her
Yeah,
comics.
she's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. You got another one, Crystal?
Yeah, this one's a little more serious. This could be for anybody. So, would you rather be born a mutant and have to face like the prejudice and the kind of like being othered, or would you want to be human and powerless? Like if we lived in a world where there were mutants.
Kristina?
I'd rather be a mutant.
Same.
Assuming
But
we're
not
in
a,
this
like
X-Men
Jean
world.
Grey, Scott Summers mutant, right? Not supermodel mutants.
Okay.
We're probably going to be like Leech,
Normal.
right? Like one of the
average,
more.
Well, we don't know.
right?
We don't know,
yeah.
Dom.
Yeah.
We
Can
don't
I
know,
add a
Dom.
caveat? Can I add Crystal, can I add a caveat?
Yeah, do it.
Okay, I'm going to add a caveat to this.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever your mutant ability is, it could be whatever you want. Like, not whatever you want, but like no matter what it is, a caveat to that is you also physically look different. Like to the level of like Beast, or like you cannot hide your mutantism.
Right.
You are people
okay,
can
okay.
tell you're a mutant from across the room.
Yeah.
However you want to square that in your head. People from across the room will be like, that is a mutant.
Yeah.
No matter what your powers actually are.
Yeah, I'm still good with it.
Okay. Joe?
Yeah, I'd still pick mutant for that one. Yeah.
Would
It'd be
anyone
so
pick
fun.
human?
Be so fun.
I've
I've been a human for a while, guys.
It's true.
Nothing great.
Personally, I feel like a mutant 90% of the time. So
Yeah. I'm going to go with no, because my odds would be that my mutant powers would be like Meg Griffin, where I like grow my fingernails really long quickly, but I would look obviously like a mutant to everybody, and I'd be like, great, so I get like the worst of everything, right? So,
and they're normal fingernails.
no,
They're not like super strong or sharp or anything. They're just normal fingernails.
I wouldn't mind looking like a
exactly,
mutant. It would
exactly.
suck to have like rogue type powers where you like could never touch somebody again, or like a Midas touch situation kind of thing. Like that would suck. But like if you just looked like a mutant, like I wouldn't care if I looked like Nightcrawler. If I had his powers, it'd be amazing.
Yeah.
Okay.
There is an excellent, I think you talked about Wolverine and how he seeing his past and like that, but there's an excellent X-Men story with Wolverine where he went to a town and like you don't know what's going on. He starts drinking beer as he's walking to the epicenter of this town, and you start seeing like this destruction, and like people have just been like vaporized in the cement, and you're like, what happened? And it's a very short story. And then he goes to this cave at the cliffside, and he goes in, there's this kid crying in there, and it turns out the kid's mutant power is he just is emanating a death ray randomly, and he just vaporizes family, vaporizes school, and like he's sitting there crying.
He killed it.
And we sent Wolverine because he can't be killed, right? So he gives the kid a choice, and at the end he like walks away from a hard decision, and he killed the kid. And I was like, oh my god! But again, that would be my mutant power, so hard pass.
Yeah. Dom's like, I'm gonna pull that stick. I'm gonna get the short
Death
stick.
Ray Dom. Nope.
See, that's a job that probably only Wolverine would have been like. Not only
Exactly,
Wolverine, but Wolverine's one of the few that would have been able to do that. That reminds me of, I recently rewatched Batman the animated series, and I got to the Ace of Spades or so what is it called, the something Hearts gang or
the Royal Flush Gang.
The Royal Flush Gang, that's it.
Yeah.
And the Ace, the little girl, was like reality bending and warping, but she was dying. She was going to die.
That's a fantastic episode. That's
Such
Justice
a great
League, by the
episode. Oh yeah, Justice. It was Justice. But I
I remember
rewatched.
being Batman. I was like, huh.
Yeah. Well, Batman is.
Well,
the one,
Batman's
the one that goes and sits with her
Yeah.
while she dies and stuff.
Yeah.
So like that's why it's stuck in my head. But I watched Batman the Animated Series, Justice League Unlimited, Batman Beyond, and Static Shock like all within like 3 weeks because I was just like, I want to watch all of it.
Yeah, you watched that in 3 weeks. It's a lot.
Yeah. Well, I just kind of had it on in the background while I was on the computer. But yeah, basically it's kind of like Scott, young Scott. I also realized last week that not last week, a couple of weeks ago when we watched the last episode, I had completely forgotten that Scott's power is so fucking weird and convoluted. Like,
it's very complicated.
He doesn't shoot lasers out of his eyes. His
eyes are gateways to another universe. It's insane.
Yeah.
His eyes are gateways to another universe.
Also, they're not lasers. It's like concussive force, so it's like smashes you. It doesn't like cut through things. It rips it or just smashes it apart. Yeah.
It pushes them.
Yeah.
It's just, I was just like, that's, his eyes are portals into a dimension that's just that energy everywhere.
Yeah, it's just like the Big Bang essentially, and he's just like opening up.
Like,
he's just opening up his eyes to another.
Like, did we really? It couldn't just be laser eyes. Like
it couldn't just be laser eyes. You had to make it weird.
You had to make it fucking weird. All right. Do you have a good one to end on?
Okay. Yeah, just because we've kind of been talking about it a little bit. So if you could have a mutant power, I don't think it really matters like what that power is, but you could have just like absolute power, but you couldn't control it at all. Okay. Or have like this meticulous perfect control over a really weak ability. Which would you rather have?
I would pick the meticulous control over some obscure ability.
It'd be like Cyclops powers without the special visor that wouldn't exist in reality. So you're just like every time you open your eyes. Yeah, that'd be bad.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to have to worry about like the kid in that storyline that you had just mentioned, like accidentally killing people or having to, because you would be a liability.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just have the lamest power. Like my thumb can turn invisible, and like, but look how cool it looks.
I would go with the one I can't use for it. Yeah, I would go with the one I can't control, but I would pick healing factor because then it did work, great. But if one day it just didn't work, okay, well, I'm always going to try to dodge a bullet, but hopefully it's turned on the time that I get shot. Yeah, exactly. I'm going to test my chances, but
Yeah.
So. I play in a regular Tuesday tabletop RPG game. I say it like that because we're not playing D&D. It's like we've played Star Wars and Traveler and like a bunch of other things. We're getting ready to play a hero. I forgot what it's called. It's an old school superhero system like from like the 90s. Forgot what it's called. Yep. But the character that I'm making has a healing factor with a weird caveat. The more damage that he gets, the faster the healing is, and the less damage or the less severe the damage, the slower the healing factor is.
So paper cuts.
So literally a death by 1,000 cuts. It's like little tiny razor blades would just mess you up.
Yep, he would bleed to death.
Yeah. Arm chopped off, you stick that right back on.
Yeah, he gets a splinter, doesn't go away, doesn't heal. Has to heal like normal.
Yeah.
Gets a paper cut, has to heal like normal.
Knife to the gut, he's fine.
Yeah. In a little while. Yeah. It doesn't the healing factor doesn't kick in until it becomes life-threatening. So it's just like painful, annoying, and then it's like, oh, sepsis would have set in, or like, oh, he would have.
But now you're okay.
Yeah, and now it starts to heal.
It's so dumb. I mean, so dumb.
Yeah, I had to come up with. I was trying to come up with like a stupid caveat for
what a horrible thing to give yourself.
Yeah. I like giving myself bad flaws for things. Yeah. Okay, so one of our questions in the Inside the Dragonmount Studios questionnaire that we do, and for Dom's and some of our new friends in chat. It's themed for Inside the Actor Studios with James Lipton. At the end of all of his interviews that he would do, he would ask like this set of 10 questions to all of his people that he interviewed. So we came up with our own version of it. But like I said, we're not going to do the full thing, but I want to ask the three of you one question in the lineup. When we do it, we theme for the show that we're watching. And I want to ask the three of you it because even though the two of you who have done the interview before wouldn't have answered this question, so you can answer it now. We'll start with Kristina and then Joe and then Dom. Who in X-Men 97, the show that we're watching right now, not the comic books, not the 90s cartoon, this show, would make for you personally the best roommate and the worst roommate?
Worst would be Magneto. I just don't like him.
That's fair.
I really just don't like him.
The soapbox would always be out.
A lot of posturing.
Yeah, lots of posturing. And those gloves. He'd be wearing those gloves all the time, and he would never tell you why.
No.
He would. I would be yelling at him the whole time. I agree.
Best, I think, Storm. I like her empathy.
That's fair.
And I also, in this one, I can relate to her a bit. So.
No. I will say about Storm, when she took over, she was calling the shots in that meeting, like when they got attacked in like the first episode or the second episode when the Sons of Liberty or whatever they're called broke in just before they shot her. She to all the world leaders, she was like, all right, you're going to do this, you're going to do that, you're going to do this. And if you don't want to listen to me, we're all going to die. So I was just like, okay, Storm, whatever you say.
Yeah.
Storm's led the X-Men numerous times.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about you, Joe? Best and worst roommate from X-Men 97?
So kind of back to the other question about Deadpool driving in a road trip versus Wolverine as your roommate. He'd probably be the worst, but Morph would probably get really annoying after a while. I think he might be the worst. Every time you see Wolverine living on his own in one of the movies, he's always just drunk and passed out, and never mind. I would get along with that very well. All right, so Morph would eventually annoy me. I think I would just be like, that was funny the first 17 times you morphed into that person and pretended to be them, but now I just wanted to get the mail and you confused me, and it would eventually just drive me crazy. But Forge would obviously be the best roommate. Every time something breaks, he's always fixing it.
Yeah, Forge definitely.
Coffee maker's broken, it's fixed. Refrigerator's broken, it's fixed. AC's broken, it's fixed. Just never have to worry about anything. He's just fixing everything all the time.
He's the best roommate for a landlord, for sure.
He just feels like he'd be also he just feels like he wouldn't really be in my way a lot. He'd just be quiet and off to the side. I'd just be like, oh, hey, man, what's up? And he's like, I fixed this. I was like, oh, thanks. The garage was really messed up the other day.
Okay.
Good thing now it's a teleporter? Oh, this is cool. All right. I don't even need the car.
Fair enough. What about you, Dom?
So I was thinking the same thing. I was like, Morph would be so obnoxious. He's just always on and always having to do his thing. So yeah, that would drive me crazy. But the best would be Nightcrawler because he's super accommodating. He's really nice. He's kind of passive. He'd probably leave little passive aggressive notes, just like, oh, by the way, if you could please flush afterwards, that'd be helpful, right? And yeah, the sulfur smell would probably be bad.
Yeah, I was gonna the smell, Dom. The smell.
The BAM thing, yeah.
Yeah.
You haven't thought of the smell.
But I would say don't teleport inside the house and be like, oh, yeah, okay, my bad. Yeah, don't.
It's like smoking outside.
Bamf
outside, okay?
Bamf outside.
There you go. Yeah, it's just like smoking, right? Smoke outside, bamf outside. Yeah, so yeah.
None of the lights are on. He just walks out of the shadow, scares the shit out of you, though. God damn it. I just wanted a midnight snack. Have you been in the kitchen the entire time?
Let me ask you. Let me ask you two now, right? So, okay, so who's the worst X-Men that you would have as a babysitter? Which one would you not trust? The X-Men, you'd be like, you're.
Are they babysitting me or my children?
Child. Yeah.
No. Your children.
My children. Okay. I don't have children, but okay. I'll say my cats.
I mean, it's Wolverine. He's going to be drunk. He's going to teach them all the bad words. They're going to see all sorts of inappropriate shit on television.
And that's why he's the best babysitter.
Yeah, he's going to be like Royal Tenenbaums and just be like, you got to brew a little recklessness into them,
I feel like I would want to pick Morph to babysit my cats because he could turn into a cat if he wanted.
Yeah, he would just hang out.
And he would hang out with them.
He might get them potty trained.
It's true. I wouldn't pick Xavier because I don't know if he can read cats' minds now that I think about it, but I wouldn't want him to because to tell you the truth, as much as I want to know what my cats are thinking, I also don't want to know what my cats are. I don't want to know what
you'd come home and he'd be like, your cats hate you, by the way.
Yeah.
And also, I turned one of them into a demon. Well, part of my psyche got stuck inside of one of them, and now they're a demon. I'm sorry.
Now they're a demon.
Have a good night.
It's fantastic.
Also, you're running your house poorly. And then you know? Because that's his job.
Yeah,
Just being an asshole.
See, like, Morph would have none of that shit. The Morph would be like, oh, yeah, don't worry about it. It was great. We had a good time. I was like,
and then he'd complain about you not having enough wheelchair ramps.
Exactly. Oh, God. But his fucking chair can just float up the stairs. He doesn't even need it.
But
that's what you'd say, and then he'd mind wipe you, and then
yep, that would be it. Then I'd be a demon. Oh, God, fucking Xavier. Xavier's definitely the worst. Definitely the worst. You have any opinion either way, Crystal?
I would agree with. She would be a really good. She'd be.
She's
very
old enough, Glenn.
Her child.
How old do you need your babysitter to be? 30.
That's true.
No.
She'd take him to the mall.
She would be good. She's a good, especially for like young kids, because like she's just old enough to be like, oh, she's cool, but she's not too old to be like, ah, she's like out of touch or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
For kids.
She's
still
just
stick with Morph.
old enough to be cool.
Yeah. I stick with Morph. I still stick with Morph.
She would know where to get them weed.
Definitely. She definitely knows where the good weed is. That is for fuck sure. Okay. So I have to do one more official thing before we get ready to wrap up, and that is talk about who's going to be coming and hanging out with us next week. And next week is another familiar face to the Wheel of Time fans, but also really just anyone if you've ever been to any of the Atlanta conventions or if you just like art in general. And we mentioned her earlier. There's plenty of her pictures in the background of Kristina's video right now. Ariel Burgess is going to be coming and hang out with us for episodes 7 and 8 next week. If you like fantasy art in any way, it doesn't have to be Wheel of Time. She does tons of fantasy art. Go and check out Ariel Burgess's website, which someone will post, either Glenn or Aaron, because I forgot to get it because I'm terrible at my job.
She's also just an amazing human being.
Yes, she is. She is a fantastic human. Her and her new kitty and her other half, Cooper, who I'm sure will probably peek his head in and make an appearance, are all fantastic human beings and kitties, I guess. But what do you guys? Oh no, and we have to pick a giveaway for the book. So I'll come up with a how we're going to do that real quick here at the end before we finish. But what do you guys have coming up? Like, what's your next stuff coming up? Where can we see you guys? Are you going to be doing a live? Are you going to a convention? With the two of the two toy domination boys first. What's your next endeavor that you have coming up?
Jim, you want to talk your other two things, and I'll talk Toy Dom?
No, go. No, this is about Toy Domination.
All right. So for Toy Domination, yeah, great. So we're doing another live stream coming up pretty soon here. It's Shocker. It's gonna be nerdy, and it's probably gonna talk about toys.
It's gonna be nerdy,
and we're gonna dominate them. We're gonna dominate them somehow. No, so we've got a series of guests that are coming on here. We've got a few who really dive into like the world building and creativity of it. They paint, they customize, they have like a ton of talent on there. And then we'll probably do a couple of those type guests in there too. It's always to be fun to see like what projects they're doing and what new techniques they're applying. And then after that, we're gonna actually start talking to some people, some veterans in the toy industry. What, did you fall asleep? You still there? Okay, all right. And these guys have had like 30 years experience where they worked on stuff that you had in your hands as kids, like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, that's going
like
to be exciting.
That kind of stuff, all the way up to currently now. So that's pretty interesting for us, because these are guys that like not weirdly enough, like I've like bought stuff that they've made. So that's really cool. So we're really excited to be able to start having those in our streams. So
that's cool. The like honestly, I can listen to, if you are like a super nerd about, and I say that with love, like if you nerd out about something, like if you,
oh yeah, that's 100%.
I can listen. I don't even care what the topic is. I can just listen to someone talk about something that they're super
Dom also
passionate
makes
about.
a lot of really cool videos on there. I'm just on the live streams with Dom, but like Dom does a lot of cool videos and makes a lot of other stuff. He shows the stuff he's making. He shows kind of like fun videos of battles and stuff. Like, you know, it's a lot more than just the live stream. The live stream is just the part where I hang out and we talk about toys.
Where you get to go on and hang out.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
I did see the you were the one of the last couple of videos that you've been doing, Dom. You had like a city set up in your backyard, and you were doing a lot of GI Joe. Like I think it was is it the 3.5-inch GI Joes?
Yeah, they're 3 3/4, 4-inch.
Yeah, or whatever. Yeah, the you know the old school 80s, you know, 3 1/4 or whatever they are GI Joes. Those were my GI Joes. I had some of the 12-inch ones too, but the little ones that was the cartoon, the ones based on the cartoon. Those were my GI Joes too.
Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, no. So another big piece. I didn't want to hog too much airtime. Another big piece is that we actually play with the toys. So I made a TTG or a tabletop game for it. So there's rules. I love miniatures. At one point, there's an alternate universe where Dom got into 40K instead of GI Joe, and that's like a whole nother reality, right? Instead, I picked up this type of
the darkest
time. So yeah, so my oldest son and I it's the darkest timeline. Yeah. So we actually made a rules based, and we started doing videos on it, and then we get the community involved in it, and they send stuff into, and it's really fun. It was a terrible idea to start it in the summer in Virginia because I almost melted twice. But now it's getting a little cooler, so we have to be able to do more videos out there. So
that's cool. Yeah, I saw you have like a whole city set up. It's pretty freaking awesome. I also love tabletop wargaming. I mentioned earlier HeroClix. I played a ton of HeroClix. I actually placed second in the Florida qualifiers for the national tournament for HeroClix. And I in that tournament I beat the guy that ended up winning the world championship for HeroClix. But I didn't go to the world championship that year because I was broke as a joke and I could not go to Ohio.
We're in Virginia yet?
Don't reveal that, Tom.
Right outside the occupation zone. I mean DC.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
We lived in Norfolk, Virginia for a couple of years.
Okay. I have a few friends that live in Norfolk, and a couple other friends that live outside of DC. Anyone that goes to JordanCon would know Jenna and Chris. They're the people that run the HR for JordanCon. And if you've been to any of the JordanCons in the last 10 years, you've seen their faces a lot.
Yeah, and we go to DC usually once a year for my husband's company party too. So
that's cool. What about you, Kristina? What do you have coming up?
Multiverse.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yep. Author guest at Multiverse.
Yay, that's fun. I as well will be at Multiverse with you. It will be fun. I am excited to
I'm bringing Mike.
Oh shit!
The commander is coming.
That's gonna be fun.
His first convention.
This is his first convention?
Yes.
That's exciting.
Yes. He will be the brown man with the full beard.
I'm excited.
He's very cute.
So Multiverse is
it a real beard or is it like Dom's?
No, it's a real one. We call it the retirement package. So he retired from 20 years in the Navy and grew a full beard.
The retirement package.
Yeah.
I feel like everyone that's been in the military, I feel like when they retire, they grow a beard. I feel like that's just like a thing.
It's a compulsory thing.
So Multiverse is a fantastic convention. If you're in the Atlanta area, you should go and check it out. It is in 38 days, October 17th. I was going to say, that's
October, right?
Yeah.
17th through the 19th. It's in Peachtree City, Georgia. It's a ton of fun. It's just like it sounds, Multiverse. It's got a little bit of everything. At its heart, it is a literature convention, but it's got a little bit of everything. TV shows, movies, comic books, gaming. They have a 24-hour gaming room. There's
You'll
Saturday
be finding
night.
Mike there.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna be there a lot this time too because I don't have to. I mean, I'm gonna be on panels and stuff, but I don't have any other jobs to do. So I'm gonna play some board games. I am dedicated to playing some board games this time around. I haven't played a board game at a convention in years because I'm always working.
I haven't played a board game at a convention, but we play board games Mike plays 5 or 6 nights a week.
Jealous.
But I get to play at least once a week.
Okay. And do you have any new releases coming up or anything like that you want to pimp, Kristina?
No.
Okay. So I will post, I'm going to post a link to your website again. So if anyone is interested and wants to go and check out the website, but also a link to the buy 3, get 3 free book giveaway deal. I don't know.
It's so actually I launched my book bundle today.
Yay!
And so before you had to buy them individually, but just for the Dragonmount people, they get basically a half off deal.
Yay! And I'm sharing the link for that deal again if you want to get the books in chat. And I think I'm gonna have to trail people along to next week. I will do the giveaway in next week's episode when we're hanging out with Ariel watching episodes 7 and 8. So be ready. Have your trivia hat on for the episodes. I will have a trivia question having to do with the 2 episodes that we will be watching. That is a deep cut into the episodes. And if you get it right, I will give you the second set of books that I ordered, because I ordered 2 sets. Joe has Twatcast tomorrow. Yes, and Joe will be on Twatcast as per usual Tuesday, starting at, is it 9, right? Or 8:30?
8:30, but yeah.
8:30. At 8:30 p.m. on Twatcast.
Yeah, Twatcast tomorrow. Everybody knows about Twatcast.
Everybody knows Twatcast. What are you guys talking about tomorrow?
We're wrapping up. We're doing the Eye of the World, the comic book right now. So we're wrapping up volume 2. So we're kind of, we're wrapping up volume 2 tomorrow.
Which version of the comic book are you doing?
The only version that exists. Tom, what are you talking about?
There's 2 versions. Did you do like the graphic novel version or the initial release version of
the graphic novel is just those compiled. But yeah.
Well, but didn't they have? Yeah, because they came out with the second version just recently.
Tom.
Go to bed, Tom.
All right, whatever.
Tom.
I'm probably wrong.
It's not how comics work.
I trust you. I'm probably wrong. All right. I love all you guys. I love all you awesome nerds. With that, say goodnight, Crystal.
Good night, Chris.